Hey, what's going on, y'all? What's up? What's up? What's up? Yes, I'm live. I'm live. Sundays, 4 o'clock. My time slot, Mizzle Talks. Welcome, 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 everyone. Oh, sorry. Hope you had a good week. Hope you had a good Sunday so far. And I appreciate everyone who has been stopping by and joining my live. So I'm trying to give people some time to come in. When you come in, please like the video, also share the video, also get my name out there, and also hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed yet. Welcome the new people who joining my live, and welcome all the returning people who keep supporting me. Small YouTubers, black YouTubers, gotta stick together, y'all. We here. And all that stuff. So I appreciate everyone here. Everyone has a couple things to do, and we got a couple things to discuss today. So the lineup will be tonight. The lineup for this live will be we're gonna talk about Mary Cosby and her recent charges that I just found out. We're gonna talk about BET Encore. Hey Dominique, what's up? How you doing? We're gonna talk BET Encore. We're gonna talk about Married at First Sight. We're gonna talk about Kenya Moore and her recent filing for divorce. And we're gonna talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville. So we got a loaded kind of live today. So hope y'all ready, because I am ready for you. My co-host Tracy might be coming in a little bit later, but hey, what's up? Hey CM, how you doing? What's going on? Hey Pam, how y'all doing today? So we got a lot of things to discuss. So as always, I will discuss shows updates, and then we get into the program. All right. Before I do that, let me put my banner up. I forgot that. And while we at it, let me put my intro so I get myself ready. Hey Dominique, I'm doing well. I'm doing well today. Today is my first day off of work. Thank you. Sure, I know I had to do it. I gotta do another update because it's been for a while, so I had to go on my little website that I do my beats on, and do a new one and try to create a new update. So people later on in the year will show a new intro. How I'm doing, okay? I'm doing well today. Today is my days off. Sunday is my day off for work, so I'm always happy to have my little 2 days off and enjoy myself because Sundays I get to talk to y'all and I do sometimes watch alongs on Instagram and stuff like that. So I appreciate that because during the week, my time schedule, y'all know, I work in Eastern time and my schedule 3:30 to 11:30. So by the time I get home, it's like really late. So it's like, but I always appreciate it. But I still try to push out these videos for y'all. So let's do this, y'all. Let's do this. All right, so shows update. This is a little week quick rundown of the couple of shows. Devin Makes Man is on Tuesday. It's on OWN. I haven't started watching the season yet, but I'm recording them so I can binge watch them. I'm trying to do it as there because the first season was good, so the second season is there. I know the recent episode he met with his young best friend, the young boy who just left, and now he's feeling upset about that. So now he just saw him, and it's like, oh my gosh, I was looking for you, I was waiting for you, I was trying to come there for you. I was like, I've been searching for you, and you just left me, and now you just show up out of the blue, like it's nothing happened. Like, come on now. So I'm waiting for that encounter. I read True Life Crime is on MTV on Tuesdays. I did a little bit. I think after Catfish, and it's like real life crimes that we probably all heard of, but yes, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, people had it better. It'd be better the first season. We had to wait another year. That's what I'm saying, and it's this. We will get to that because it got pushed back. Everything. True Life Crime is on Tuesdays on MTV, and it's like stories that we might have heard of, but we might don't know a lot of details about that, or some stuff that is like unresolved. And it's like, hold up, I don't know why this happened. Like they never cleared this up. They never this and stuff like that. Like that girl in the freezer, we still don't know exactly what's going on with that. We all speculating, but that story is still to this day plaguing us. How she got in there and what happened, all that stuff. And they did a show on that too, but it's still like, wow. All right, so MTV Catfish season 8. I mean, it's a hit and miss. Some episodes be some boring, and some episodes are good. So this recent episode was good. I ain't gonna front. It was good. That girl, Brittany, girl, you should have entertained no freaking married man when you knew right off the lawn he was married, and you stopped talking to him, but you entertained it at the well. So even though that freaking wife was crazy and bozo, but at the end of the day, she's only crazy because that freaking man of hers was doing stepping out. I said, did you get up? Did you get on that man that was stepping out on you? But oh well, they still together, so I guess what it is, right? But Real House of Potomac season 6 is on Sundays at Bravo. I ain't watched last episode, so I had to watch that and this week, and we probably talk about that probably on Wednesday. I'll talk about Wednesday live and later on this week because I may do something that Wednesday. It won't be a full-fledged review. It might be some just talk. I like Sisters on BET. I think it's one more episode before the mid-season finale. So I was like, ugh. And the last couple episodes I had to watch. I'm up to when Fatima went to get a dress for Andy, and she heard some moaning in Andy's bedroom. And based on what the reviews I heard, I'm gonna be annoyed about the outcome of it. But we'll talk. I will see how that goes. Yes, the time of the season. Mm-hmm. Yes, the time of the season. It's something. It's not bad. And this is that Mia and Wendy. Those two. But it's getting back to the groove of things. It's getting back to how we used to love it. It's not to that dark time of last season, which is fun. It's funny that people still liking tweets and stuff like that from last season. I said, can we get over that season already? Like, can we move on from that? But people still go harping on that stuff. So it is what it is. I like P Valley. Yeah, so P Valley, it might be pushed back to 2022. Because the last time I talked about this, I always said it was coming in October. But it's a possibility they're going to push it back to 2022. So we're going to wait next year for it. Just keep our hopes up. So we just got to say that it's going to come out next year. And it's going to be 10 episodes because the first season was over Mia, Giselle, Cameron, Can't Stop too. That's what I say, right? A lot of those too much. Yeah, so P Valley is coming out next year. It's all the cast members that was on the first season will be back this season because they announced that everyone's coming back. So it's like, that's good. And it's going to be 10 episodes because the first season was only 8 episodes. So, and I will review the second season. I didn't review the first season because I came in late watching it on stuff like that. And then I watched it and I said, you know what? I'm going to wait till second season. Now I got caught up in the background story, all that stuff. So I'm ready to see what that comes out. So we will talk about P Valley when it comes out. Encore, I watched this last episode. So we will talk about that today. And this week, Wednesday, is the finale. I can't wait to see how this performance is going to be because, baby, this long ass season they gave us, well, it's only 10 episodes, but still, dragged out. It's like when they're arguing, it seems like it's forever. If y'all follow my Auntie Momo review when she did Encore or stuff like that, I would say, listen, they need to have a balance with the show because it's had great concept, but if they're going to keep forefronting the freaking drama over the music, it's going to be boring real quick. And it got that to the point that people was annoyed. So next season, if they do come in the next season, or if they come up next season with a guy version, they better do something better with the format, because we need to see the music process of everything. And then just slip in some drama here and there, because that's to make reality TV important. But don't forefront the drama all the time, and don't edit the drama all the time that we have to see that constantly every week. That doesn't drive people. The reason why people is so invested because it's a new show and we like the people that's on it, like the people who's a nostalgia for a lot of us who grew up watching these groups. That's the only main reason why we continue watching it. And then it started off so great, but then you just fooled us with all this drama. I was like, come on now. So we will talk about Encore tonight, about the recent episode. What else next? Put a ring on it. Put a ring on it. I just watched the recent episode, and baby, it was some tea and drama spilled on that. So we will talk about that probably on that Wednesday. We'll just talk about the live that I might do on Wednesday. Put a ring on it. Love at the Lockup. Yes, I gotta watch it. 'Cause this is some recent stuff I'll be watching because I followed Deontay. He was showing he told us some things that happened, and I said, "Oh, what happened? He got that boy crying and everything. Whoa, I want to know what happened." Yes, I mean the twins does get on my nerves. It was a lot of it was a lot. The twins was the most problematic. Yes, they was the most problematic. But a lot of the sisters, Irish and Demisha, they carried the issues as well. So it is so much toxic energy that made Nivea leave that got me upset too. Because I said, "Damn!" When she left, it's like they know they messed up. You got the one of the best singers to leave the group, like leave the group when she had the best voice. Come on, Phil Mom worse than Montel. Yes, yes, yes. And so we're gonna talk about that because that thing. I said that's the reason why you so hell bent. Like I said in my last review last week, y'all, I said he so on Team Alexia all of a sudden now because he cutting Kai, and I said, oh, something he must did something. Now all of a sudden he's on Team Alexia. All this time, 14 years of wasting her time, and now you're on Team her. Yeah, like, I like. So Love Had to Lock Up, season 4 on WeTV. It's good, y'all. And then Life at the Lock Up is coming up soon, y'all. I think later on this month. I think 1 or 2 more weeks. And we're gonna have Life at the Lock Up. That's gonna have some Duckface Lacey. We're gonna have some of the other people that's on in the mixer of that and mixer of some of the earlier season 3. Like, what's that name? That guy name? Who was a Native American, John and Christiana and the sister, and then we have who else? We know we have Duckface Lacey and Shane and John. And I've got other people. There gonna be other people in that thing to tell you about why he can't marry Olga is good. Yes. Yeah, it doesn't say why he can't marry her. Like this is like, come on now. 14 years. Alexia, it's part of his Alexia fault too, because she stood there for him. She stood 14 years with this guy, gave up her career for this guy, and we had 3 children on her doing this freaking on and off relationship. And Alexia, I said, I want to give him no kid. I said, no. I know she was happy about that. He said he want to give her a kid. I said, no, that's not going to help your situation. But whatever. But based on this preview for next week, she will probably find out that he did cheat on her. Something that she was fearful of. That's why he was ready to give her that condo. Because I said maybe you slept Kai in that condo. That's what you probably did. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we said that. We said that because when Dr. Dakota first started, when Kai was the first date, Kai was the first date. Yeah, he kept seeing her after that. Yes, they chose people similar to their girlfriends. The only person that was not similar to the girlfriend was, I think, Sean's date when we first saw the episode. But both Eric and Damien's date kind of similar favors the girlfriends. So I said, oh, that's what they doing this. We see what they doing. Let's see. Love and Hip Hop Atlanta is on Mondays, and like Ultimate said, it's a different direction because Mona is not producing it, and I think Big Fiction Production is producing this season. So if they are doing this formula, they might do this formula for the rest of the other franchise, Miami, Hollywood, New York. So we see a different direction than it was used to be because Love and Hip Hop always been like a drama. It's like entertainment drama factor, not too much of a story-esque kind of soap opera-ish kind of thing. And it's kind of getting that feel, kind of like the Black Ink Crew feel. So it's like, yes, that's what it is. So that's what people are saying. It's kind of boring. I mean, it's not as entertaining as it was before. But some of the storylines, I say, we could talk about it. There's some talking points we could have. They stated based on what they say, even though it may sound a little fakeish. But whatever. Married at First Sight, Houston. We will talk about that tonight. Kai Heavy Butt came in and picked violence and chaos. Yes, and she talked so heavy with her mouth. But I know that scene when she was drinking and I was saying, it's in me that they kept replenishing her drink because she was down on those drinks and then her drinks got filled again. I said, well, how'd she get all these drinks? I said, hold up. Oh, Bigfoot produced last 3 years of Love Is About. Oh, hey, Renee. Oh, they did? Maybe that's why it kind of looks so different, the way how it is. Because it's not how it used to be. It's a bro, Dominique. What's going on? How you doing, Renee? And Tracy? Yes, she did pick violence and chaos. But who blames us? I can't blame Kai. I mean, yes, she part of the reason because she should have slept with him that quickly. She should have known better. But at the same time, he's the one who's at fault because he's the one who got the lot to lose. She could move on and go to the next guy if she wants to. But he's the one who got to do it. So he chose violence. When Alexia find out, baby, I know she gonna make a decision right then and there. I said, nah, we don't need to go to the end. Cut this off. I'm done with this. Because she already gave an ultimatum. If you don't put the ring on this or whatever, I'm leaving. I said, damn, you waited 14 years to say that, girl. You should say that within the first 5 years or something. But you should say that when he first got the children, when he had that break. But oh well. That's Alexia though. But I hope she comes to her senses and not trying to have him sweet talk her out of it. Let me see. Yes. She's at fault. She's at fault. But Darian's in a relationship. But she's at fault because she did sleep with him, knowing that the situation he's in, all that stuff. But at the end of the day, she's not in a relationship with Alexi. He is. But her problem is she shouldn't have slept with him that quickly. That's her issue. So I can't give her no pass on that. But at the same time, a lot of stuff she was spilling in that scene, I said, well, Darian, she's taking truth. She's speaking truth. You're only doing that because you know she's going to find out. And you worried that she will find out. That's you trying to cut her off so quickly. Tracy, do you have family? Kentucky. And let me see. Married at First Sight Houston is it's on, y'all. Y'all know it really get better when it got after the honeymoon. So we just gotta drag it out. But we'll still talk about it. So we will talk about this recent episode tonight on this live. And let me see what else. Favorite Fiance season 2 on OWN on Saturdays. This last recent episode, I'm thinking I'm gonna do a watch along, so we can watch it together and talk about it. I don't know if I'm gonna do it today or do it tomorrow, but we'll do that. But I know today we're gonna do a watch along for Jocelyn Cabaret. So before I think Auntie Mama might do a thing because she ain't announced it to us if she gonna do anything, but she still said she gonna do a reunion recap tonight. So she said that last week. So we'll do a watch along and then we go on the live and talk about it. Love and Marriage Huntsville season 3. We will talk about that today as well because there's a couple of things in this episode we will have to discuss. Power Book 3. I haven't seen it yet, but people say it's not that great so far. So I guess it's gonna pick up. Oh yeah, she definitely needs to go. She definitely needs to go. And if she comes back for season 3, I will review it. Even though I'll be like, whatever. But I guess I can roast her, do my review. So it is what it is. Roast her. And today we're going to finally see what the hell made Ballistic go off like that. Because, baby, if you go off for the wrong reasons, we're going to go off on him in that review. So watch along with me, y'all, because we will watch it. It's coming around 7 or 8 o'clock. So we will see that. Okay, Rick James documentary is airs on Showtime on September 3rd at 9 p.m. Eastern, y'all. It's a documentary, so I'm ready to watch it. And then we watch it, we're going to talk about that. So I'm ready for it. I mean, he's one of the artists that I listen to his music, but I know much. Well, I know a little bits and pieces about his life, but not as much. So I like these documentaries because he gives me insights about these people and what their lives were growing up. Because I was so young. I mean, I know the music, but at the end of the day, it's like, okay, my nephew, baby brother, so have your last name. Aww. Thank you, Renee. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Sorry to hear that. Rick J's documentary is September 3rd, y'all. And it's good. Well, I don't know if it's good yet because we ain't seen it yet. But it's interesting to see about his life. And everybody know that famous line, no matter what you hear about me, but I'm Rick James, bitch. You know that. So I can't wait to see that line in part. But other than that, I'm here for it. So September 3rd, Let's watch it, and we will talk about this on this channel. All right, and then Aretha Franklin video, Respect, who's starring Jennifer Lopez. Oh no. No, Aretha, no, sorry. No, that's not the one person. That's the one person. No, sorry. Aretha Franklin said she was Jennifer Hudson. Not no Jennifer Lopez. Don't get it twisted, y'all. Oh no! Don't play her like that. Sure. Hope y'all ain't catch that. Y'all ain't catch that, right? So Jennifer Hudson, she gonna be starring Aretha Franklin and even yes, Tracy, you saw it. Yes. Oh my god, I was slipping the tongue. I don't know why I said that. So Jennifer Hudson is playing Aretha Franklin, and someone that Aretha Franklin wanted to play her. That was her wish. So glad that she got her wish, that she has someone who could not just sing, also could act. So we're going to see that. It's on theaters, and I'm gonna go see it I'm gonna see it in the movie. I don't know if I'm gonna see it on that Friday because I'm gonna work, but probably I'll see that's Sunday or Monday, probably that Monday. And then if I do see it, we'll talk about that on our live and see how y'all feel about that. So watch the movie, y'all. I wish it was on streaming services as well, but it's a big movie, so I guess they're trying to have it in movie theaters. So watch it if you can, and we will talk about that. I mean, I won't take no notes, so I just got to go by what I remember from the movie, and let's talk about it. Now, if it was a streaming services, I could take notes, and I could be in my own house, but it's not that. So, all right, let's go for that. Oh, Aretha Franklin gonna kill me. She said, you better put respect to my name. I ain't asked for her to play me. I asked for Jennifer Hudson. All right, let's go. All right, so first thing we're gonna talk about is Mary Cosby. Let me share my screen. Chrome. This is it, right? Y'all can see that? Okay. Hold up. All right, so this is 2241. All right, so those of us who watch Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, I had watched that, but I think I didn't really finished the season. It's not because it was boring. I didn't think it was boring. I think I just at that time it was so much going on. I couldn't really focus on watching Salt Lake City. So when second season will come, and I think it is filming right now for second season. So I will watch second season. I don't know if I'm gonna review it, but we will talk about it in some way, shape, or form in my live or on Instagram. So follow my Instagram so you want to talk about that. We can talk about that. But Mary Cosby, she was one of the members of it. And her storyline was crazy because she married her step-grandfather, who was married to her grandmother. And I guess she said that was the wish, but I don't think that was true. But it is what it is. She's married her step-grandfather. I was like, even though they're not related by blood, but it's still kind of like taboo-ish to even think about that. And they got a kid together. So that's that. They're on Utah. All right. So Tracy shared this with me, and I said, "What happened? What's going on?" We got Jen Shaw, and she's still going her pending case. What's going on? And now we got Mary Cosby. I said, "Jan, this season 2 gonna be something." But we don't know if they're gonna add this storyline on the thing due to the severity. I mean, it's a misdemeanor, but it's still a minor involved, so they might not even talk about it as much on the show. We don't even know. But Mary Cosby, it's kind of small here, so let me share that. Okay, let me read it. So Mary Cosby is hit with criminal charges in Utah courts, unlawfully providing shelter to the runaway, plus more. So breaking news, the Utah courts are busy with the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. OG Mary Cosby has been charged with 2 counts of criminal charges. Unlawfully providing shelter to a runaway, contributing to the delinquency of a minor. Mary is set to appear in court on August 12th at 10 a.m. All right, y'all. I don't know how y'all feel, but filming wrap. Yeah, it's wrapping up, right? It better be at the on the reunion, right? Tracy, right? Yes. When I first heard this, like my mind they go quickly to the lawful thing, and I said, "Oh, like why is that thing?" Because I said Tracy can vouch for me. I said, "Listen, why is that bad?" Because I said, "Listen, it's a lot of teenagers out there who don't have homes. They run away from home, or they kicked out of home, and they need someone a place to stay." So I was saying, here's someone who's open her home to someone who's in need, but I was thinking about it, and I said, "No one, let me sit down and listen to what they see and read what they're saying." And based on that, now I see exactly why probably the issue. The only issue it may be lawful, unlawful is if that person who's run away is trying to get found. And she really know they finding this person and trying to find this person, and she really knowing that she hiding this person in the house. And she's supposed to give them back to the family that is asking for this family, just who that run away. So I said, okay, yes, I see it. If they are looking for this person and it's out there, they put on a police reports, news stations, whatever, they're looking for this runaway, and this family is looking for this, and whoever got information, find this person, and then maybe they probably talked to Mary and she lied about it, whatever. But we don't know the details. But I see why they probably charging her because yes, if they find this person and she's hiding them, and that's aiding and abetting. That's what's called aiding and abetting the fugitive or the runaway in her home, knowing they're trying to find this person and send them back to the family. So that's that. We don't know the details about that, but now I see. I said, oh, okay, it's something. I think it's the son's girlfriend. It could be. It could be. Cause they keep it a touch. They keep it a hush hush about the details. Let me share this other scene, this other thing here of an article. Let me see. Stop the screen. Let me share this. So legal drama in Salt Lake City continues. Mary Cosby pleaded not guilty to 2 misdemeanors charges related to an incident that took place earlier in the year. Officials with Salt Lake City Justice Court told us that Real Housewives of Salt Lake City star was charged with unlawfully providing shelter to a runaway and contributing to the delinquency of a minor on April 8th. She entered a not guilty plea during her arraignment on June 28th and is due to back in court for a pre-trial conference on Thursday, August 12th. Mary is saddened that she was dragged into another family domestic situation, but is confident that this misunderstanding will be cleared up soon. A representative for Bravo personality told E! News on Thursday, August 8th. Other details surrounding the case remain private, but court documents say that alleged incident took place on April 8th. Filming for season 2 was already underway at the time, though it's not clear whether the case will be discussed on the show. All right. So how y'all feel about that? it's something added to a storyline for next season. But at the same time, I understand when you probably not want to discuss that because it's involving a minor. So, hey, what's up, Auntie Mama? How you doing? So, involving a minor. So, we don't know the severity of the details because they're keeping a hush hush about the details of the case. But other than that, but Mary, let's say if you knew they trying to find this person, you hiding this person, then you is guilty. Sorry. To the guilty. So we don't know the details of what happened. But we turned that child. We turned the child. I mean, I know it's tough. I mean, it's a tough situation. I mean, you want to protect the child if they want to run away. But let me tell stop that screen. Move that. One of them children I'm showing that. It's a runaway, so we had to make sure that we could protect our children, of course, but at the same time, it's another family child, you got to return that child. You can't hide that child when law enforcement is trying to find that child when you knew that child was in your house. So it's all allegedly right now. She be in charge with this. So hopefully everything works out at the end for Mary Cosby and all that stuff. But it's a sad situation. But most people may like, oh my God, she just had a shelter for a child. Why is this so issue? What's the problem? But it's only a problem when you knew they looking for that person and you have information to help the family. And you hiding them, it's not a good look. Whether you have good intentions or not, it's still not a good look if they find the person. Now, if this person is run away, the family don't care, they never reported none of that, or whatever thing, maybe that's the story. This person is sleeping on the parks and stuff, a bench, need a place to stay. I don't think that would be an issue, but it's a minor. So it could play out. We'll see how it goes, y'all. Let's jump right into BET. The Encore, y'all. So any information y'all have about Mary Cosby, any comments about that, please put in the comment section. I'll read it. Everything out. All right, BET Encore, y'all. How y'all feel about this recent episode, 3106? Y'all ready to be over. This week, they just had the music. If it sound good, I have my Apple Music ready. Because I know I want to get that talking song. So I already have my membership for Apple Music, so I can just download it, click download, and that's it. But they said all the music will be on all the music platforms this finale. So this Wednesday, catch the music if you want to catch the music. But I'm just ready for it to be over. So if y'all know, let me show the people who they look like again. I mean, I'm sure most of them already know the people. So, but hey. My little thing. All right. So y'all know I'm sad. Nivea, Shamari, Pam, Broken Promises, Keely, Cherish, Twins, Felicia Fallon, Aubrey O'Day, Lemisha Irish, and 702. All right. Oh. Yes. And that's how I feel. They say they're doing everything. They doing everything now that they should have been doing all along. Dang it. Yes, that's how I feel like they just now get into the groove where they can sit down, have a conversation, talk about things, talk civilized, have grown adult conversations, cooperate. They still have little tensions here and there with broken promises. We're going to talk about that. But all that stuff they could have done this whole season could have been done. It could have been done. It's like that. And it's just crazy that they plagued us with all this drama. And it just so sucks. And now that the best people who was leaving, well, Nivea, the best person who left. I mean, Aubrey, people are like, who care about Aubrey like that? But she's still part of the group. And then 702 Twins, all right, whatever. But Nivea, that was like crazy. But at the end of the day, this was supposed to be a group project. And every person supposed to have some impact in this project. And it sucks that we couldn't see all of them part of it in some way, shape, or form. Whether it be on the forefront with singing, but at least producing. Some could be just producing. Some could have just been creative director. It could be a female empowerment group, a female empowerment team that support each other. Some people be singers and dancers in the group. Some people be behind the scenes, and y'all could all work together. And that could be a powerful thing to see all women supporting each other and do it big for their group. And y'all all can be called the blueprint, and just that y'all all is not going to be on stage performing, but y'all all have a hand into success of the group. That could be something different, but the mindset is the producers all want to figure drama, and it's too much. So now, in this episode, it wasn't much drama. It was some stuff to talk about, but it wasn't yelling and screaming that they normally would be doing all this episode. So it took like 9 episodes for it even get to this point for them to even be civilized. I'll say, okay, whatever. All right? Whatever, y'all. So Cedar called them down, and she said, listen, y'all. So Fan said, I hope we don't have another Queen vote. I said, that Queen vote needs to be done away with, be squashed, finito, like this terrible production editing all Tars and Tiny Trevor Twins. Yes, it is because the editing is so off. It's like a lot of ladies said they had more times when they was doing work and not even much drama, but they pieced up the drama that they ever had in the thing and splitting them together. That's when it seemed like it was so off. Why this argument happened this thing, it doesn't seem really off, and I didn't respond to that. They said this argument happened like week 1, and they ended this on week 3 or something like that. It's like crazy. And I said, okay, so if they have much drama and then they put in the drama stuff, but then again, they edited a lot of drama together. So it's like, okay, they think that everything else was boring. Like this music, we want to hear the music. And that was the process of it. This was the goal. That's what we need to see. Whether it's boring or not, it's still the process. You can still have some tension. You can still have some disagreements, but that's the process of producing a girl group album, right? It gonna be this disagreement, some different directions, and stuff like that. It's time even allowed to work on this with Carlos, because if so, that's what I'm saying. So that Queen's votes need to be done away with. If they come in another season, no more king, no more queens. If they do have a guy version, no more kings of the week. Forget it. That was horrible. It was poor executed. They didn't even serve their purpose. It's done with. So Felicia's still the queen. I said it's only like a couple of days left, so all we need to vote on the queen for. Keep Felicia, let's kill it a day, and let's get over the performance, because that's what I'm here for. Right? So she reminded me, you got to record this album, y'all. You got to perform this live. And at least the 3 songs still have to have all the members. Whether how many people's left, it needs to have all the members of the group. So they say tomorrow they have to do a full dress rehearsal. I remember those days when there used to be dancers like that. You got dress rehearsals, show rehearsals, and all that stuff like that. And you're not going to stop until you get everything right and correctly. So when you perform, it be running smoothly. All right, you will practice. All right? And they had 3 days to put all this together. They didn't even have all the dances for all the songs down packed yet. So it's like crazy. So Felicia said, you know what? I know you're going to be mad at me here with Booker Promise with a drink in her hand like always. Always. Say, listen, Booker Promises, you need to be a fit member of the group. So she's staying there look like, I already told this girl I want to be creative director. Why is she keep asking me to be part of this group, right? So Dave Booker Promises, you know what? I do whatever you need me to do. That's not an answer. I do whatever you need me to do. So that means because they ask, she gonna do it. I said no. Just say that you always part of low key want to be part of the group. Just say that. But you is so fearful or so scared because you had 2 failed groups that you don't want to be part of it. That's why you put yourself in the creative director position. Even though you said that Carlos gave you that position, he did confirm it by telling the other ladies, and Nivea confirmed it on that live with the Candy. She said, yeah, he did told us. But I was like, okay. So that's what you said. No, I just want to be creative director. I want to be part of the group because I don't know. I can't. And then she said, I want to sign on autographs. I don't want to do the meet and greet. I don't do this. I said, who is checking for Booker Promises? Oh, Booker Promises. Sign my thing. Booker Promises, sign it. I said, girl, who asked for you? Nobody asked for you to sign no stuff anyway. Nobody checked for you since then. So who gonna be running up to you and say, Booker Promises, sign my pad, or sign my notebook, sign my CD, sign this? Girl, bye. So she want to do none of that. She don't want to be on stage performing. I was saying, what? I mean, besides the fact you was acting to be to Notori in your group and to be to Raven Simone and Cheetah Girls, what else is you traumatized for? Because she sounds like she really fearful. Now, I know we crack on her, but she doesn't really sound like she was fearful about things. I said, what the hell happened going on? What else happened behind the scenes that we not privy to that you so freaking scared? Because it seems like you want to jump on an opportunity to become a group again, girl. Oh, well, whatever. So they said, so Booker Thomas decided, she said, go do it. You know what? She going to do the group. She going to do it. She said, okay. So they said, all right, guys. And Shabari said, well, I always Booker Thomas to be part of the group. I said, since when? When we were privy to that conversation, since when you always want to be part of the group? I mean, granted, if you always thought that you had signed up for all these ladies to be part of the group, then granted, yes. Until she came and said, no, I just want to be a creative director. And then y'all left it alone. But now it's like, y'all need her, basically, because it's 4 people. It's the twins, Shamari, and Pam. Pam is not really singing that much songs. She had to sing the 3 songs that she had to be on it. But the other songs, she's not singing on it. So it was only left to the twins and Shamari. So, yes, to balance it out, we do need a least low-key, not singer dancer type. They always had that one person in the group who don't sing that much, but dance the hell down. Kitty could dance. It's like that. But they just need that balance. So, Dake and Renee, yes. So I was like, so when they said Pam, it's like, Pam, what you think about it? Broken Promises in the group. Pam said, so what? Pam said, what? With her glasses on. Pam said, I already told this girl, I told her off last week, and now she want to be part of this group? Mm-hmm. So Pam said, you got anything else? She said, I'm going to be quiet. That's all you need to say. Just be quiet. If you got nothing good to say about her decision, just say, I'm quiet. Do that. It make your life peaceful. You don't have to comment about everything, y'all. Just say, quiet. I don't know what to say. Just be quiet. They said, what you got to say about this person doing? What you got to say this promotion? Quiet. What you got to say about me getting married? Quiet. What you got to say about that? I said, quiet. That's all you got to say. Just be quiet. Pam don't care, right? That's what I said. Pam don't care either way. She said, listen, she want to be part of the group, whatever. She don't want to be part of the group, whatever. She don't want to be part of the group, whatever. I'm still going to do what I have to do. And God made me come here. I'm going to complete this album to the fullest. I got my song, and that's it. But Pam was like, okay. So, here comes rehearsal with Aaliyah. Broken Promises have the utmost attitude. I said, girl, what you got an attitude for? Give Aaliyah, the choreographer, completely a hard time. Like, what's going on? Like, she said, yeah, I got this. Yeah, this is that. She popping. I said, girl, it's a slow move. Like, when you popping locking, really pop lock. What we doing all that? What we popping locking for? They say it's a slow motion count. And she go, I said, Broken Promises, calm your ass there. This not no cheetah girl days. We asked for all that. You know, cheetah girl used to be popping locking all the damn time, doing all that stuff. She asked for all that. She just said do a slow moment, and she was having her own attitude. That she's so tired, she's sleepy, she don't want to do this. Aaliyah said, I can tell if you don't want to be a part of it, you can go to bed. So she said, no, I gotta do. I said, no, you don't have to do nothing. If this is too much of a chore for you to do it, and when she said hit it, she was like, I got it, and yeah, whatever. I was saying, see, that's why your name is Broken Promises, because you always giving broken promises, and you're thinking it's just all broken, it's all wrong. So she want to do none of that. She said, "What's going on, Broken Promises?" She said, "I just want to do no parties. I want to do no meet and greet. I want to do this. I want to sign on autographs. I don't want to sign this." So I said, quiet as kept. Nobody have any hope that this group will actually happen. So you're not signing up at the end of this process. You ain't signing nothing. None of y'all girls are signing up at the end of this process. Y'all might get exposure, but who gonna have any faith that y'all actually gonna form this group? I mean, if it was a shoot on the foot, y'all was getting along, maybe we'll have high hopes. But now these days, y'all just completed this project, and that's all. It's all to it. You got this EP. Y'all getting money for this little EP that people gonna be downloading, and y'all got money for the show. So it is what it is. But nobody gonna be saying a lot. It's a blueprint. Nobody gonna be knowing that. That's what I'm saying. Like, she act like it was gonna be a full-blown commitment of the group. Listen, we locked in. After the show ends, we going on tour. It's like she act like it was gonna be all of that. I said, girl, we don't even know y'all gonna even stick together and still be a part of the group afterwards. It's like, no. Shoot. Child. So they said they're going to have 6 songs. And 3 of them, what the hell I'm doing? I put no man little figures on. 6 songs. And 3 of them will have all the ladies in part of it. Got to be included in it. So they have Skeletons. They have Bird's Eye View. That's clue all the ladies. All the God Knows, clue all the ladies. And a new song called Say Something. It's a female empowerment song. We never heard the song yet. They sung a little pieces of it, but that's gonna be the 3rd song that we had include all the girls on the group. All the God Knows, Bird's Eye Views, and Say Something will be the 3 songs all the ladies in the group will be singing on, right? So we got Skeletons, Only God Knows, Bird's Eye View, Talking, Say Something, and Go Don't Leave. I still want to know why the hell they throw away that song and giving away My Love. I want to know why they threw that song away. Because later on, Elijah and Pufferface Aubrey had that argument and he left the show. And I guess they said, no, we ain't doing this song anymore. Whatever. But that's that. So they got 6 songs. I said, oh, okay. So Pam and Shamari went to have a video chat with Nivea. I said, oh, Nivea, oh, we miss you. Oh, my gosh. Love some Nivea. I wish she was still there, but I understand Nivea. It's her piece. Because I feel the same way. If I'm in a group with people, it is so much toxicity and drama and negative energy. I will move myself too. Like, I love my peace here. Like, most of my favorite members is in Brooklyn, New York. I'm in thinking that Manhattan, and I love it. It's like, listen, I got my own peace. My building is quiet. I have people bothering me. Peace is big on me. Like, I don't care. I love to smile. I love to be happy. And if that didn't get taken away for anyone, I'm not going to move myself, no matter who you are. So I understand where Nivea is coming from. So she just said, no, she does regret this decision. She did not regret it. She said, listen, at the end of the day, it's either me being peaceful or be locked up. And I got children I got to look after. I can't. And I got money in bag to be had. And I got to ride this wave. I got to create this new album. She ain't saying create the album and stuff, but this whole her time to shine. And she said, listen, if y'all can't get it together, I got to get it together myself. And Candy told her, use this newfound wave you got and put out music. And that's what Nivea is going to do. She got to focus on herself and put on music. And this toxic group mess it up because she got to have some more songs on it, so like that. So she doing her. She loved them. She said, hope to keep in touch. And then Pam said, oh, Felicia Fallon and Booker Promises misses you. I said, since when? They ain't saying nothing. If they misses her, they would have been right there on the video chat with you and Shamari talking to her. Don't put no words in their mouth. Did they say that tell Nivea I miss her? They say none of that. Don't put no words in their mouth. You just want to smooth the air. No, they ain't miss her. They do miss her being a group because they said, look, we messed up. We effed up. We love Nivea. And Nivea was great. And we messed up. But they ain't saying nothing about her being no, they ain't saying none of that. Y'all. Next going on. Oh, so they were talking about the song they had to re-record it. Now that the studio had to re-record a lot of these tracks. And they would say, oh my God, we miss Misha because she was a true soprano. Excuse me? She was a true soprano of where? Of what? Of how? Of who? Of when? 5 W's and an H. Who, what, where, why, how? She was a true soprano. I want to know, because all this season, y'all was going on that she was smoking like a freaking... That's what I'm saying. They fucking is like true soprano where? Y'all was going over saying that she was smoking a harsh life. Singing like a harsh life. Her voice was all that. She was smoking her freaking Newports like she was dishing it for the live Newports 100 musical. So, no. She was no true soprano where. And if so, they didn't show it. They did not show it. And y'all know that, to be honest, they had the weakest voice. And what the hell figure Misha was belting out like that? Even when she had the little line, she was a belting. So what surprise she going on? Child. So they miss her. So now Shamari is like nervous because she had to do that Misha part. And now on the part that she had, I said, okay, the Misha had that one line. She had like a whole verse on it. So she said, oh, they got now. Whatever it was. I said, oh, they got those. I said, yes. And now Cinnamon was working with Shamari and Pam with their vocals. So I said, damn, finally we get to see Cinnamon more in her element. I mean, she's some sprinkle here or there, but we barely even see her. It's like that. And did she even work with the twins and the Broken Promises either too? Like, come on now. Not just only Shamar and Pam. So she had to sing her part, and that's that. So now everybody's all together, and then Broken Promises and her part is talking. She said, um, I get paid for advice and it wanna advice and talk get talk. I said, oh, Broken Promises, your low registry. But she always had a low registry voice, but she was singing it. He said, it's meant to be. I was like, oh. All right. I mean, she had to do much. She had to do that little line, yin yang lines, and that's that. Finally, Felicia and Cosign is working together, and they civilized. And Cosign said, "Oh my gosh, we're working together, working together." I said, "Cherish that moment, cherish that moment," and they're working together. He said, "Yo, Abe, we working together." Abe was on his freaking mind, his business. Abe was in that mask. Don't bother me, man. Y'all working together. So she asked for help to like spice some things up in this part of the Bird's Eye View song, and he did it, and she likes it, and she said, "Oh my gosh, doesn't it look like we have a good?" She said something. We satisfied. She said something about it. How you feel like a superhero that we completed a good track. I said, okay, yeah, it's cute. Mm-hmm. We need to hear the final product so we could judge. Okay. All right, so they did a wardrobe. And baby, Carlos and Todd, what budget you gave these people? What budget or where do you find these stylists at? Because the way how these freaking stylists look like they came from graduating from elementary school of fashion. Because they did not know what the hell they do with these ladies. They gave these good ladies gave this guy or this girl, whoever the team is, clear direction, and they execute that thing poorly. Shamar was in her booty shorts. Keely had some freaking plastic on, not plastic. What do you call that? Yeah, the hot material. What that? Y'all could correct me what that material was. Freaking thing on it. It was like a dominatrix kind of plastic on it. The freaking pants fit like so tight. She can't even move that much on it. Pam looked like she was a freaking superhero, like a freaking Blade or freaking Blade Night Fighter or something like that. What the hell is she trying to do? She fighting crime when she's singing songs. What's she trying to do? Oh, she fighting crime and singing songs. What the hell is she doing with that jacket? One of the girls looked like with that mesh see-through. I said, what the hell you have on? What is that? That look crazy. So I was working with Broken Promises. Broken Promises had an utmost attitude. And at that scene, I agree with Broken Promises because that wardrobe was horrible. She was horrible. I said, what is this? And Pokemon said, why red? Why is this? What was going on? We told us this, like, yeah, it was no cohesiveness of the dressing. And so like that, I said, this is exactly why it's the issue. This is exactly why we come next season. We need to see a better management. It needs to go down into direction, teamwork of songs, production, styling, clothing. Who sat with them in the beforehand and sketched their outfits out? Who did this? What budget they had? Because it's like their budget was freaking Goodwill budget. Because those outfits look crazy. And that's like that. So, and meanwhile, Broken Promises is still creative directing and be part of the group. So she'll have a lot of things on her plate. So they had to take that thing off her plate to even talk to them about some things. And yes, at the moment, the wardrobe was a hot mess. I said, D, I just took this freaking dress shop and just put the clothes together and put these girls. I said, who created these dress outfits? It looked terrible. Child, whatever. So at this point, Broken Promises feel like, you know what? I don't know if I'm even going to be in a group. I say, you know what? Girl, we're not going to do this today. We're not doing this today. Are you in this group or you not in this group? Because at the end of the day, I think we all peeped it that Broken Promises did want to be part of the group. She just was so afraid to be part of the group because people might judge her. People will say, oh, well, why she's in there? She can't sing. She can't do this. So I said, so what? I mean, nobody think you're going to be further this this project anyway. So it just was one little thing. Be part of it. Create the little songs. Get your little accolades on whatever the songs are. Get your little royalties, whatever, and call them. Go about your business. At the end of the day, do the group. You already caught the songs. Record the freaking parts already. So yeah, 3 days. Finish that out, and that's it. Like, calm down with this craziness. Like, I got upset too. I said, girl, shut up. Be with the group. Like, you ready to say, oh, I got to do what I want to do. I said, no. You do that because you want them to beg you to be part of the group. And that's exactly how it was. I feel like they was begging you to be part of it, and you wanted them to beg and grovel for the big. Because your mom said, if Bunker Pump is on stage, I'm not getting on the stage. I say, nah, you left your Ronnie and 2 kids to be on this group. You better get on your ass on the stage. Say you're not going to get on stage because Bunker Pump is going to get on the stage. I mean, the only reason why she probably didn't want to do that because Bunker Pump got her parts recorded. And it's only 3 days. We don't have time to change them again. And we ready to record the part. So if she got to get on stage, she got to be part of it. No, we can't look like a hot mess. And she just took her stuff off and she ready to record her parts in it. No, so they had to bulldoze her. And I think that's what she wanted it. She wanted them to bulldoze her so we could beg her to be part of it. She said, you know what? Yes, we're going to do it. We're going to rock to the end. I said, yes, you better. Because they wasn't taking off from the answer, and I was taking off from the answer because I was getting upset. I said, Bunker Pump, so you better do it. Even though I ain't care for it, whatever. Do the thing and let's get it over with. Because it's aggravating right now. Y'all we ain't even see come on now. Y'all finally got to the point where y'all working together to get it done. You got the 6 songs done, and now you want to back out at the last minute? No, you put yourself into it, right? Yeah, she did all that dramatics for no reason when you know you want to be part of the group. You just want them to beg you. And I think one of them said that too. So they said, no, you get on the stage, girl. You get on the stage. You better get your ass together. No, we getting this together. No, it's too late now. We can't change anymore. If we had another week, then they would say, you know what, whatever. We could do whatever. But they only had 3 days. So, and then the next day they got to do full dress rehearsal. So they said they want to win. I said, why do you have to have a role for the choir section, for the gospel song? Why we have a role? They said they would have one outfit and then a robe on, and then after that they're gonna have one-piece dickies. I said, I know we not selling out for dickies jumpsuit. You know how long I ain't seen jumpsuits? I mean, even though it's still coming around here and there, but jumpsuits were for a long time. We talking about the jeans jumpsuits. The one that had that little snap on here and the snap on here. Y'all remember those? And then you can put one on, you can have that little thing hanging like that. That's the jumpsuits y'all talking about? Mm-hmm. Yes, Renee, yes. Appreciate everything, y'all. Please, thank you. Comment and share the video, y'all. Please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Yes, like a video, y'all. And share it out. And that's how I said the jumpsuits. I said, so that was your last. Said, so what the hell y'all need that for? Y'all could just buy the jumpsuit in the store. Y'all have a stylist. No, you better have a stylist freaking thing. You better call freaking Beyonce team and style their outfits. Sure, short, simple, and nice, ready. Come on now. Whoever other artist that's out there now who's doing good. Sure. That's how the episode ended, y'all. Vocal promises say, you know what, I finally gonna do it. And she said, after we do it, we gonna get drunk. I said, you been drunk this whole season, so ain't no different than what you talking about? Ain't no revelation that you was getting drunk. You had a glass in your hand every scene. Even when you was upset, you had a glass in the scene in this show. So you have a glass in your hand. And now you say you're gonna get drunk after the final performance. No, what you need to be producing and promoting the freaking 5-6 songs you have so people can stream your stuff so you can get money from that. It's like that. I like Blueprint, y'all. That's it. That was Encore, y'all. So if anything last a little bit about Encore, they better get together. I'm waiting for this Wednesday, y'all. Wednesday. I'm coming home early Wednesday, so I was thinking about doing a live, but I'm not going to probably talk about the Encore. Maybe I can. I don't know. We're going to see. I might do a watch along for the season finale of the Encore on Wednesday. And it comes on 10 o'clock, right? So I should be home by that time to record it. and maybe we do on live then on Instagram. So follow my Instagram, y'all. Maybe it's a possibility, or not. I might do the live. Like I said, we'll talk about for the other shows, and I'll do the watching on for that another time. But if it's a season finale, it would be great to do it all at one time and watch it together, y'all, with commercials. Even though I don't like commercials, but if I'm doing it live at the same time when it's airing, we have to watch through the commercials. Okay, whatever. I guess we talk through those commercials, right? But let's see. If y'all want that to happen, let me know. We can get that happen. If not, then I'll have something else planned. Probably Wednesday, do something else. All right, let's jump ship into Married at First Sight, y'all. Let's do that. Let me share. Not share. Married at First Sight. Who else first? Let's do Brett and Ryan. Yes, Renee. Yes. If y'all want that, let me know. We still got time until Wednesday. All right, y'all. Married at First Sight. Oh, let me put the 10107. Okay, yo, so the recent episode was the continuation of the wedding. I said, damn, when we had 3 episodes of the weddings, can y'all put that in one? Yeah, listen, the first episode could have been 3 hours. Y'all could have had all 5 of the weddings in one episode. Why y'all stretching this out? Stretching out to the fullest. I know. And then we had to have the honeymoon, and then it picks up after the honeymoon. That's where the drama real starts. That's where the stuff that really happens. Because, the honeymoon phase, everybody, they knew marital bliss and happy and go lucky. But once they leave that honeymoon, that's when we're going to start seeing the real stuff. So, it was 2 episodes. It was kind of boring, but we got to finally see Jose and Rachel and Brett and Ryan's wedding. And then we get to see the people dancing with the families and get some information about the family. So let's jump right into it because it ain't going to be so long. But if you have anything to say about these people, please put it in the comment section. I will read it. Oh, one note. Let's check that. So Brett and Ryan. This right here. Brett and Ryan. The red hair and Ryan. So Ryan sitting at the altar, staying at the altar, not sitting. He ain't sitting down. He was at the altar, fidgeting at somebody. He was fidgeting. I said, boy, can you stop walking back and forth? Why you was nervous? I mean, granted, yes, getting married to a stranger is nervous. It's nervous as it is. So I cannot knock him for being nervous. But boy, you was sweating up the sting on, and you was rocking back and forth. I need to pick a struggle. As when you sweating up the storm and standing still, or rocking back and forth and not sweating. Something got to be given. You can have both going on. You sweating and you was rocking back and forth. You're making me nervous. You're making me nervous. Like, God. So, Brett came down the aisle with red hair. And, Brett looked nice with the red hair. This is a lady who haven't been touched and kissed for 2 years. So, to come in a married at first sight and get married to a stranger, and you got to be intimate with the stranger and kiss in the altar, it's nerve-wracking when you never been kissed for freaking 2 years, girl. So, yes, Renee, right? So he's sitting there. What's going on? He's in line, Brett, and thing. He's a country boy. And she was like, "Oh my gosh!" And I ain't go funny. I'm not a country person myself. I mean, I'm a city person, boy, all straight and through. So I can't see myself being someone in the country. No. I could do a suburban, was half city and half little country, but I cannot see myself living no freaking ranch, farm in a barn. I said, boo, we not doing that. We got to do it halfway. We got to do a suburban area. We cannot do this rural ranch killing stuff. I mean, I could be a sideline and cheering for you. I said, oh, hey, baby, you killed that deer, yeah, boo. All that stuff, but I ain't hunting. Sure. I mean, so the sideline, I said, yeah, boo, you better kill that deer. Kill it. And also, but, she's not down with that. So she's a city person, so I don't think she's going to see that, right? Well, a city person, can you be a city person living with someone country? That's a balance act. So we got to have that balance. And then their first dance was a country. I said, what kind of song is this? You guys two-stepping. I said two-step. Oh, two-step? Okay, I can do that. No, not that two-stepping. It's that. I said, oh no. So Brett was out her element. She said, I don't do country music. I'm a city person. I don't do country music. I can't do this. That first dance was a country song. And I said, I said, why is there a wedding song? Who was that DJ? Shoot. That's what I'm saying. No, even though I had milk a cow before, when like I was young, I was a kid, and I was in this program called Fresh Air Fun. Y'all remember that program? If y'all know, that program is that you stay. I think the summertime. It was the summertime that you travel and you stay with a family for a month, and they take you in as a child and as they own for the month, and you had experience. And I still remember that name: Pam, Famazon, Peter, and Ann, all that stuff like that. Those children as I was young, and I was a farm. I pet the cow, and I was so nervous too. Petting the cow, milking all that stuff, feeding the sheep, all stuff. They told me some things. That's where I learned to ride the bike too at Fresh Air Fun too, because he told me how to ride a bike and all stuff like that. My Fresh Air Fun father at that time, and I had a good time. It was enjoyment. Y'all remember that program? Who remember that program, Fresh Air Fun? Y'all know, look it up. I know it's still going on. I don't think they still in existence, but they probably still are. But I was at that program one time. I remember my mom told me about it. I said, "You gonna be going Fresh Air Fun? You gonna be like?" I said, "What? What I'm doing?" It was a white family I was staying with too, and I said, "Ooh, I'm nervous," but I wasn't too nervous. I was good. I had a good time. The family was good, all that stuff, and I was a young kid too. I don't know how old I was. I don't know, 8, 9, 10. I don't know. Yeah, it's called Fresh Air Fun. It's a program. It was called Fresh Air Fun. You might not know it, but I went through it. And I said, some other people probably went through it. It was nice. But it was scary, though. Yes, when I was doing that's my yes. This has to be an up north thing. Yes! Yes! I don't know. And I was a city person, too. And I went to a family, stayed with a family for a month in the summertime. And I had a good time, though. But at the same time, I was like, yeah, well, that's a grandparent now. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I can't do no farm thing. I can't. Nah. Every now and then do the experience. But I would say I would do a horseback riding with you. We could do a lot of other stuff. But that farming stuff, nah. You best know how to survive in a country the way this stuff happening. We are in the beginning of 28 days. Like that's what I'm saying. Sure. You best know how to survive in a country. That's what I'm saying. You got to, right? In some way, shape, or form. That's why I said the happy medium for me will be a middle, like suburban. If I ever move out of the city, if I get married, if I end up being in a relationship with someone, whatever, or I end up falling in love, and we end up living in the city, New York City, I would have to be somewhere in the suburban type. I can't do rural type. I cannot country, no mountain. I have my car. I got my license. We get in a car, we drive, not too far from the city life. I need to have some closeness of the city, but at the same time, some peacefulness too. So I'll mind that. That's the most I could go. But that rancher barn stuff, nah, I ain't doing that. So that's gonna be a challenge for her. So we're gonna see how that goes for those two. But he does find her attractive, but she was not his type. And normally he's not her type normally that she go for. So I guess it was a match good so far that even though they both was not each other type, they saw each other and they found each other attractive. So it was like good. And he normally know what dating red hair. So I was like, what is his type normally? The model type, blonde bimbo types. That's what he normally go for. That's exactly why Pine was working out. Sure. And then his definitely his best friend recently, it's like it weighs in his face. You could tell. It's like, oh, it's heavy on you. We gotta get some counseling and stuff like that to let that go. It's like nobody say you can't let it go, but you can see in his face, his ways and his emotions. So this process maybe it will lift his spirits up, and maybe Brett will probably bring it out of him to make him happy and stuff. But that's that. But then again, Brett said she's usually more realistic and negative, and he's usually most overly positive. So I said, oh, okay. And then he slept with his shirt off. I said, wait, Brett. Oh, not Brett. Lion. That's like they both got man names, so it's like it's hard to say it. Lion slept with his shirt off, just like when Jacob took his shirt off when that after the wedding. I said, all right, he showed his muscles, his little chest and all that stuff. I said, all right. And they had it hot for each other too. They kept kissing each other and stuff like that. I said, oh, all right. All right, so I see the attraction in those two. And I said, I don't know they're gonna get along. They might hit it. I don't think none of the couple should hit it at the first time because they both technically still strangers, but y'all know that y'all married. So it's legally binding. Y'all can have it if y'all want to. But she teaches, and you know what's funny? The girl who haven't been kissed for 2 years got kissed like 4, 5, 6 times in this episode. So I said, "Oh, girl, you kissing up a storm. All right, I hear that." Especially that guy who kept messing up. I said, "Who was that guy who doing the wettest thing?" I said, "How you missed the lines up?" But then again, she got 2 kisses in one time, so I guess that's a good plus. Whatever. So, so that's that. He works for an oil and gas company, and she a teacher. So that's good. That's good. That's good. So we'll see how that goes, because this is one of the couples that was an opposite attract kind of couple, because they was 2 completely type of different styles. He was a more serial dater. She was more reserved in dating. He's more free spirit and stuff like that, and she was more thing like that. So to put them together, like togetherness. So, but then again, they had a house with each other, so the attraction is there. So that's a plus for them. Let's move on to Rachel and Jose. Anything about Brett and Ryan? Y'all put it there. Put it in the comment section. Let me know. Brett and Ryan. Not Brett and Ryan. Jose and Rachel. Right here. This middle people. Right here. All right. So Rachel last relationship was 6 months ago. And she has a habit of not forgetting herself. She had a habit of losing herself in relationships. Like she's so wobbled into the person identity in their own world, she forget to not focus on her own world and her self-being, her well-being in a relationship. And that's the worst thing you could do. Like you dive down into somebody else's world and not focus on your own happiness. So that's what happened. So that ended up for a while now. And then Jose, his perfectionist kind of mentality. I said that how I feel about perfection people. Like, listen, you perfection, but you get in the show to come out at first sight. And he kept saying perfect throughout the whole episode. I said, listen, Jose, listen, boy. You're a good looking guy and all. He's not ugly. Now he is self-conscious about his looks because he said he's short. I said, no one with short people. Short people, they could do some things. I ain't say that, y'all, but they could do some things. Short people could amaze you. Short people, and then he said something about his nose and all that stuff like that. So he got some insecurities. And her little thing is like she was a bigger person, so she lost her weight, and that she getting getting down her weight, and she got that confidence and all that stuff. So they both in the aspect of refining themselves and being happy with themselves and liking the new results on themselves. And the fact that he said he know what he wants and he get what he wants. I said, oh. Mm. And then he was so nervous too. Nervous, like do the author. She got it right in front of his face and he was so quiet. I said, oh, that nervousness is kind of like really cute. But at the same time, I said, can you at least say your name? Like she's just waiting and she's like, oh, hey, my name Jose. Oh, well, Rachel. He said, oh, my Jose. And quiet again. Well, you look nice and you look good too, quiet. I said, oh, my gosh. That's kind of awkward. I was like, gosh. I mean, at the same time, and it's a stranger. So all reactions is kind of warranted because you don't know who the person you're meeting in front of you. You don't know how you act, but then you sign up for the show to be married at first sight. So, can you at least say something? Can you at least introduce your name? She got to bring it out in front of you for. Why you so? I'm saying right, Renee. Right, you have to really love yourself and know who you want, so you can really love someone. Yes, that's true. And they both find each other attractive and everything. He's very structured, and she's loving and all stuff. So they can love each other, and he's excited. He's happy. He wants someone to really find him attractive. So when after the wedding, she said she got everything she wanted because she doesn't only look at looks. She look at the personality, and he has the personality to make her feel comfortable. Now, when she said it, he felt like defeated because she's like, "Oh my God, my wife doesn't find me attractive." Now, I didn't take that she didn't find him attractive. I take that it was edited the one way and it came out kind of warm. She said, "I don't care about looks. I care about personality." Like it made it seem like she didn't like his looks. She did say she found him attractive. She did find him Yes. She did find him attractive. She did find him that handsome guy. So I don't think for once she think that he was ugly. I think that she said not only that he looked good, he also had the personality because you could go so far by having a good look. But if your personality doesn't match the beautiness of inside than what's just outside, it's what death is. Because at the end of the day, you can be attracted for a nice looking gut face. But if your depth and your personality doesn't shine, that it fades well and the relationship will be boring fast. So that's what she's trying to say. She said not only he looked good, but he has the personality to match. So she likes that. And it did came out wrong. It did come off course that she was like, oh, I don't like him. I don't like how he looks. He just got a good personality. So that's all I wanted. That's fine. I said, no. Because at the end of the day, you still got to have some newfound attraction with the person you just married. Hey, you got to be married for 8 weeks. So you got to find some attraction to it. Sure. And so nervous. He was nervous also. And then they kissed a while. I said, that little pecking him out. I said, you better get in that kiss, boy. What the hell's wrong with you? So, and yes, who wrote her description? They said, oh, she liked to deep sleep. And she had to have 20 alarms before to wake up. And she just said, I said, who the friends are? And whoever the friends are, you just slap the friends. Because I said, oh, hell no. Y'all wrote that for my description for this fucking married to be. To find out that I sleep hard. And if it's true, let him find out himself. Don't put that description. Sure. Like, who the fuck says that? I got a deep sleep like that. Sleep dumps. He said, well, good day I cook. So I guess he said that to make her aroma, her nose, wake up. But I was like, oh my gosh, who wrote that description? Let's say something else. I said, oh, that friend needs to be slapped. She gonna gave that description for me. And then it would say that, oh, he gave what he wants, he liked what he wants, he's perfectionist, he's like that, he'd be perfect all the time. I said, Jose, listen, like I said, you want to be perfect all the time, but you're not perfect yourself. So all this perfection that you want, you're gonna kill yourself. And that's what probably why you single all this long time. You 35. No one would be 35 because I'm 35 myself. But at the end of the day, I know I don't look for no perfection either. But at the same time, I know what I want. But it's not. I don't look for a perfect person because I'm not perfect. So you're not perfect, you don't expect for perfection for anybody else because you got some insecurities. That's why people go on this perfection kind of rant and model from lies because they have their own insecurities. So that person who they need to be perfect. No, it doesn't work that way. Balance yourself out. And let me see. So they both born in Houston. They both speak Spanish. They both like sports. And she said she was a World Series by herself. I said, girl, you could have found someone there? Sure. All that people who love sports, you could have found someone. So I say what she said, oh my gosh. She said, what about herself? That's kind of bummed out. And I said, you bummed out? I said, girl, you could have found someone there? Sure. All that sports fanatics. That's what I like. Sure. So all that perfection people like, come on now. And all right. And then when it comes to pictures, he trying to be hard. Like he didn't want to smile. I said, boy, you were smiling throughout the whole figure episodes, throughout the whole figure last episode, last 2 weeks. And now you come to the pictures with your family and you don't want to smile. I said, boy, that smile did not, that frown in the face that you was coming off doesn't look like. You better smile. You got a nice smile. Smile, boy. Sure. He trying to be hard. What do you be hard for? It's like that. And then that stepmom trying to get him laid. That's not my saying. It's a wedding night. You better get laid. And he's the way to say you gotta take time. You gotta get to know each other. Or something like that. She's like, oh, whatever. Just do it. I said, why are you trying so hard trying to get him laid? It's like that. So people still saying that he might be in the community. I ain't gonna go by that. I'm gonna go by what this is. He's married. It is what it is. Hey, it can be true or not. It may come up, may not come up. By the end of the day, I'm gonna go by the interaction, and he was trying to be hard for no reason. But that is what it is. Being a little feminine doesn't make you gay. It just make you who you are. And I think he said he get teased on that too, because his voice is like that. I said, listen, you like females? I go about it. At the end of the day, he in the bed with her, and it seemed like they had a lot of attraction because she came with her little silky negligee. I said, oh, wait, you got the assignment going on, girl. You came in that bed looking a little negligee with a little thing that if something could happen, could have happened. All right, even though it wasn't like, it was sexy lingerie. That's what it was. But it was nice, tactful. lingerie. And they was kissing up the floor on the bed too. So I was like, okay. And they was cuddling. So I said, all right, y'all like each other. And yes, I said, all right, we'll see how that goes. Now, Bow and Johnny, let's go there. Anything left with y'all, with these people? Let me know. You got any comments? Let me know. Bow and Johnny, right here. Edgy couple. Johnny said his love language is that he like to be affectionate. He like to be affectionate. He like to be touched. He like to be people. That's how his way of telling that you interested in him, and liking him. He liked that love language. You like to be affectionate, and I understand that. I was like, come on, if you want someone and you get married to them, you want to be touchy feeling. I don't want to get to the point that I'm repulsed by you. I said, oh, don't touch me. Oh, I don't want to touch you. Because it's a point that I don't want we can't be together. So if you can't have that hot for the person that you with all the time, no matter how long you've been together, then what are we doing? But she said her love language is gifts and acts of service. So I said, oh, she like to get gifts. And she said her affection level is the bottom of the totem pole. It's the rock bottom. So she's not high on affection. And I said, oh, that could be a problem. But she did say she always found him attractive. She always had a crush on him because they met in college. So with that little piece of information, she could warm up to be affectionate towards Johnny because she always had that crush on him. But I guess he needs to take it slow with her to the point that it works on it and be understandable and patient. But at the same time, Bow, you gotta give your husband some affection, and that's what he likes. So even as it up, put your hand in his chest or something. Something small like that could make it look like it's like touch his hand. Do something. I said, good. You can get to. You gotta find a crush on him, so it's not gonna be hard for you to be affectionate. But it's a stranger still because they still really dating, even though they still know each other, but they haven't dated each other. So the fact that it's like God's universe for them to be together, even though they cross paths, they always had attraction to each other, but they just never dated each other. So it could work, but I could feel that she might be a little tough. She might be more tough, and it could probably frustrate him a lot more. So if Val could give up a little bit of that control that she have, then this could work. Because he into her, and as much I think he really into her. He into Val, so we'll see how that goes. Oh yes, and when they get to the bed together, he said he had a habit of having a bottle pillow. He sleep with a bottle pillow, and I said okay. So she said, "Oh, okay, the body pillow. We put a pillow right in between us. It's a boundary." I said, "Boundary? You got married? Ain't no boundaries here." No, sir, I ain't gonna say it like that, y'all. But boundary, like putting a pillow in between us and we sleeping. We could cuddle. Like, can we do that? But then she said she's not affectionate like that. So bottom pole. So take baby steps. But then I had put a whole pillow in between y'all too. She said, "Oh, this is a body pillow right here. It's a boundary. So you can sleep right there and sleep right there." But then their face was close to each other when they sleeping. And I said, if you're gonna do a forehead sleeping, why have the pillow there? Whatever. But we'll see about that, y'all. How that goes. But I will see that she probably will have more of an issue of opening up and being affectionate with him than he wants. And he gonna start feeling that yes. And he gonna start feeling that she don't like him like she don't love him like that. And that's not the case. She finds him attractive. But it did take a long time to take her dress off. I said, Dad, you took a whole half an hour to take that dress off. How many pins was in there? And then she had a lot of bobby pins in her hair too. Not only did it took a long time to get her dress off, it took a long time to get bobby pins out her hair. He helped her too. I said, oh, that's nice. He helped her. Because she was saying, oh my gosh, Dad, what the hell? She put all that on her hair. And I said, he had to help her because she was getting frustrated. She said, this is so much in my hair. Like, God. But they could work as long as she could open up. Yes. She needs to open up a little bit more and they could work. Because Johnny seems like he's a nice guy. But they had similarities too. So we'll see how that goes too. Because they both a little stubborn a little bit in some aspects. All right. Oh, I just skipped Miller and Gil. Oh, all right. Let's talk about them next. And here they right here. Mila and Gil. I said that my last review, y'all. I don't like this girl. I don't. And I don't like it not too much of. I don't like it because she come off as this stuck up kind of prudish kind of chick. And we got to see more of the season and see how much I can't really stand her. But I'm not gonna say I'm hate her, but she's irking my nerves a little bit. It's like that. Because you can't say you conservative, but then you sign up for the show called Married at First Sight, right? That's what I'm saying, right? Like they had to go do all the hair, put all the hairpins. But wait, because she had bad hairpins in her hair, right? And Mila, she said she conservative, but you can't say conservative and get married at first sight. That's very untraditional. Conservative people usually equals traditional. So if you conservative girl, you would not sign yourself for the show. So miss me with that conservative thing you try to put on us with this little thing you coming on. And then she said, "Oh well, we could still technically strangers, so no kissing in the mouth and everything, because I'm conservative. That's not traditional." I said, "Girl, if you say conservative one more time, I'm gonna jump in the screen and yank your head off. Because, girl, like you married at first, I hear husband now, somebody else kissing the mouth. Like what's that? You can do a pet kiss, like Jose Rachel did. You had to do a deep down, tongue down kiss. Good, because you conservative. Whatever. It's like that. And then she asked about changing her last name because she asked him what's your last name. He said Quivo. And Quivo. And he asked her how you did about doing changing last name because he's very traditional. And most men, they want the woman to take their last name. So she was like, I have a lot of ties to that last name, so I do not really want to change my last name, all that stuff. I said, you can hyphenate the last name. You don't have to take it away, but you can at least add his last name to yours, or change your middle name to the last name and have your last name. It's like, what can we do? So she gonna have an uphill battle about changing her last name. I mean, like you had to change her name. It's like 8 weeks. So if you have decided to date together and y'all been together for a while, what is it? And that's traditional. So if you conservative, but change the last name is out of your element. So you're not really conservative then, because conservative is traditional. So you wouldn't have had no problem changing your last name if you conservative. So you conservative of kissing, you conservative of not changing your last name, but you not conservative when you decided to be married at first sight. Make that make sense? Okay. All right. And then she said, she like a lifestyle. Now, granted, everybody accustomed to the lifestyle they live in. And it'd be wrong for someone to tell you need to change your lifestyle you've been accustomed to. So you either get someone who could compliment, or who could give you the lifestyle you're accustomed to, or you got to make some compromises. Especially when you marry, no matter who you marry with, you had to compromise. But the fact that she don't want to compromise on that aspect of living her lifestyle, no, you can live the lifestyle. You still like to travel, you can still travel. And I don't seem like Gil is the type of person who will improve to traveling, but he is a little uptight and stickler to his money and all that stuff like that. So, and she's an administrator. She like a principal or something like that, or administrator to the principals of schools. So she had to make a little coin, and he's a firefighter. So she probably make more money than him. So it's like, but good. But the lifestyle is not the issue here. I think if you unwilling to compromise in the aspect of being a marriage is the problem that probably a lot of people have with you, Mila. You can have the lifestyle. Go ahead. You want to have your little Prada Gucci? You have your little Prada Gucci. But then again, you got to be understanding that if he can't get it, or he can't give you that, or you have a problem with that, like, gosh, like I said, I'm not a big on labels person. I like to look nice. If I happen to get a label outfit, I will wear it. But I like to look nice. So it don't have to be labeled to be nice. Now, if I give you a gift and you go shit on my gift because it's not labeled, then yes. Not Cardi B. Yes. Louis Prada Gucci. And if you're gonna shit on my gift because it's not labeled, it's not name brand, it's not the high expensive cologne or high expensive perfume or clothes, I may be more inclined to get the perfume and cologne than getting clothes. Hey JW, what's up? And I'm gonna do that, but to shit on my gift because I'm not giving you no Louis Prada, Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Louis all that stuff, and that could be an issue. Or I can't do this because it's not uh, Dolce Gabbana. I can't afford that. Maybe once gift, but I can't afford that all the time. So if you can't compromise on that, then that's a problem and everything. And if I do give somebody a gift and they're gonna shit on me because it's not lane brand, you will never get a gift from me again. I save my money for something else. And so why are you not affectionate anymore? You don't buy me things. I said, well, the last time I bought you things, you didn't like it. So we're not gonna continue buying it for you for. Because it's not the name brands. But like I said, you can have the lifestyle you want to. So why would they pay someone who very high materialistic to someone who's a penny pitcher? Like, that don't make sense. You should have someone who's kind of similar in the lifestyle. Make someone who's high maintenance a man. Can we have similar attracts as well? Why is all these opposite balance kind of acts you're trying to do? That's my just it's failing in the show. All these balancing acts. Yes, you want to have a balance of some shape or form, but at least some aspects should be similar. If she's a high maintenance, a high class person, have a man who high class, high maintenance person, and y'all can have the lifestyle y'all want to. Y'all need to compromise as much, right? But those are experts y'all like to have on the show. 30% success rate for 30 seasons. How many success rate you can say for these couples having? All right, whatever. That's it. That's all about her. So and Miller and Gil. If she don't bend up a little bit, she does find her attractive because remember, she said she want a tall, dark, and handsome who's not beard. No, who has a beard and who is not bald-headed. And he does not have no beard and he's bald-headed. And I thought she would have a whole tissue fit. But she said she found him attractive. So we'll see how that goes. But he will have an issue with that, the lifestyle. Like I said, you can have the lifestyle. And no matter, once you get in a relationship with someone, you don't have to drop the lifestyle. But you have to, at the same time, you do have to compromise. And if she's not willing to do that, that's going to be an issue in their relationship. And I see it. All right, y'all. The last couple, before we move on to the next topic, is Michaela and Zach. Let's go on to that. Michaela and Zach, right here. Now, Michaela said her longest relationship was 364 days. The guy she's supposed to have the 1 year anniversary was dumped her before the 1 year anniversary. Oh my gosh. I've been all pissed off. I said, I know you didn't waste my time to dump me the day before our anniversary. You better get out of here, little freaking. Get out of here. You gonna dump me the day before our anniversary? Because our goals not aligned. We was on 2 different paths. I'll say, okay, whatever. I guess he didn't want to waste your time if it was not meant to be afterwards. But I said, gosh, right before the anniversary, the day before? Okay, so his long relationship is 9 months. Now they both never been in love. So we're gonna see how this goes. And he said growing up, he always been made fun of. He always made fun of his skin, his chocolateness. I said, who made fun of him? He said he grew up in a he went to a predominantly white school, but even though some of the black people who was in that school was making fun of his skin color because he was darker skinned. I said, oh. But Michaela said, listen, I let you know your skin is fine. I said, yeah, exactly. It's a fine, handsome man. It's like, yes, kids could be cruel. Kids could be cruel. They would tease you on your skin color, your eyes, your nose, your mouth, your voice. They pick anything to pick on you with. So it's not far-fetched that a lot of people get picked on because of their skin color. And because of that, he internalized that. He had always been self-conscious of his skin. So maybe that's why he probably wasn't really going further with a lot of these dates and stuff like that or dating a lot of people who never been loved because he always been self-conscious that people ain't gonna like him because he had darker skin. And I said, oh my gosh. So he had to go to love himself to be better at that. And she said, boy, you don't have to worry about me here. I love everything about it. I love everything about it. And that's it. And she talked to his parents. Child, their parents went on and on and on about their son, that's nice. But you overload the girl with all that information. And you go call, oh, that's my Zack attack. I said, Zack attack? Girl, this man don't figure, he's not no figure 5 years old. We call him a Zack attack. Oh. I mean, they call her Hurricane K. What's her name? Yeah, they call her Hurricane K when she get explosive. And you go back, you see that in the season. Hurricane K go show out. But Hurricane K or Hurricane M? Whatever. Hurricane K. I'm gonna call her Hurricane K. They call it Hurricane K. So, but it's all of my Zack attack. He's this is that. He left it this is that. They go and she was like, oh, okay. They love their son. I said, we get it. Y'all love your son, but damn, sure. Wow. And all right. So when Michaela's sisters was grilling Zack, I don't know about y'all, but that's one thing I don't like. I'm probably people trying to grill me about something like that. I just said at the end of the day, we'll be together. But all try to grill me to the point that their person they with is better than me. Like you made it seem like they. Let me explain it. All right. They asked him what his longer relationship. He said 9 months. All right. And never been in love. She never been in love. So they had the similarities like that. Also, the age difference said he's 27. So you know how old she is. She's 30. I said, that's not even that much older than him. It's like 3 years difference. Don't make it seem like she's freaking 40 years old and he's like 20 something. Then that's a different story. But 3 years older is not the same, not freaking far off. Then you're gonna make it seem like she's so more mature than him. They're close to the same age. Don't do it, sisters. Don't do it. Don't do it. Even though they see that they had a little attraction and they enjoy each other, it's like when they were sitting down at the table, they was talking back and forth. Like it's like that. It's the connection. It was no dead moment between those two, even though they was perfect strangers. So I said, I like that. They have a conversation. They're getting to know each other. And the sister said, "Oh, I saw." So she said, "How can we trust her with you?" And I said, the same question. How can he trust him with her? Keep it out there. They're both strangers. So at the end of the day, you want to see how they can trust him. How can he trust her? Be for real, sisters. Let's keep it for real. Y'all both are married at first sight. Y'all both in the same predicament. It's not like she been this before and all stuff. No, she didn't choose him. He didn't choose her. The expert chose each other. So how can they trust each other? So he said, I could show you my actions or so to speak of that. And they say, okay. All that stuff. But I said, y'all simmer down. At the end of the day, they both in the same predicament. So how can they trust each other? Ask that questions. I said, goodbye. Get out of my face with that. I mean, yeah. That was mad at first sight, y'all, but they got me agitated. I said, how do they trust each other? How can he trust your sister? Y'all call her Hurricane K. Why is that? Because she's stubborn and she get her way. So we're going to see that. And beta previews, oh, that girl, she showed out. McKenna, I don't know what happened that made them break down because they don't know who had the hots for each other. Now, she went in the room with the silk PJs, kind of similar to Miller, but Miller had her PJ with cotton PJs, and her was more appropriate to the bedroom. Her was more silkish PJs. So I was like, all right, okay, do it. But that was mad at first sight, y'all. The honeymoon is starting next week. Yes, right, JW, simmer down, y'all, simmer down. Shoot, trying to grill him like that. Oh, you know how old she is. It's like what? She's only 30 years old. They both in the same age bracket where they could both have similar similarities. They grew up similar. So don't act like she's that figure older than her. Sisters. And one of them's married to a white man, so how can we trust you? Oh, Let me stop, y'all. Let's go to the next scene. Let me stop. I ain't trying to take a bit. I ain't trying to downplay her marriage to a white man. There's nothing wrong with that. But whatever. And then he tried to get his words of advice. Let's move on. Ooh, right? See it? Ooh. Yes, that's Jasmine Master, and that Jasmine Master, huh? Who? You married to a white man. And they're not ready. They're not ready, Jacob. They're not ready. They're not ready. So how can we trust you, boo-boo? Sure. Grilla me. But they're not ready. For real. Sure. Next, we're gonna have we're gonna talk about Kenya Moore real quick before we talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville. Kenya Moore, let's do that. Let me share this real quick before we start that. So that's Married at First Sight, y'all. We have predictions, what y'all looking forward to, and all that stuff. Let me see. Oh. Get off that. Can y'all see? I'm gonna read it anyway. All right, so Kenya Moore is having 143, 141, 30. All right, so Kenya Moore filed for the divorce from husband Mark Daly, demands primary custody of daughter Brooklyn. I said, oh, I ain't know this coming. Listen, we all were screaming to Kenya Moore, leave the man, leave him. But she didn't want to listen. She didn't want to listen. We had to sign T-shirts, yelling at the screens, do videos, all that stuff. But she didn't listen. But now she comes to her senses. All right. Let me see. Kenya Moore is fighting her soon-to-be ex-husband Mark Daly over custody of their daughter. According to court documents obtained by the Reality Rundown, the Bravo star filed for the divorce from her husband in May. In the petition, Kenya listed the date of marriage as June 10th, 2017. She listed the date of separation as September 19, 2019. Kenya says since they split, they have lived in a bona fide state of separation since that date. Sure enough, Kenya says the marriage is irretrievably broken with no hopes of reconciliation. She listed her only child as being their daughter, Brooklyn, born in 2018. The reality star is demanding sole physical and legal custody of their baby girl. Kenya says the parties have acquired other joint personal property as a result of the marriage by way of gifts and joint purchases, which must be equitably divided, as well as marital debt, which must be equitably divided. Excuse me, y'all. And June 11th, Mark responded to Kenya's petition and slapped her with his own suit. He is asking for joint custody, legal custody, but is on board with ex having primary custody. So he's agreed for her to have primary custody, but he don't want her to be have the sole custody of everything. He wants joint custody, but she can have the Brooklyn will mainly stay with her. And Mark is also asking for court to award him his separate will and personal property. Recently, Kenya's lawyers pleaded the case to be sealed. They wrote, the petitioner is a high-profile individual who has a vested and high interest in keeping her private life from becoming public. Due to her public persona, the petitioner's life, safety, and private interests are generally the subject of media outlets and such. The attorney added, petitioner has reason to believe that the information contained in this action must be utilized by said outlets to further harass, molest, or aggravate her life. The judge had yet to rule in her motion. Yes. So, y'all, it comes news that she's filed a divorce for Mark Daly. And if she does come back for season 4, what season is 15? Season 15 or 14? 14. There might could be a storyline of getting divorced from Mark. And we'd be happy because, to be honest, I mean, Kenya Moore is a beautiful woman that she went through a hell and back with this guy. Hell and back with this guy. Good looking guy, but at the same time, he's ugly because the way how he treated her. But then again, the only good thing came out of this is they have that beautiful baby girl, Brooklyn. Beautiful girl. And she's the light of her life. And to keep her focused. And she needs to just focus on that girl. And that's it. She not as has profile as Dr. Dre, but they put it all her business out. Yes. And whatever they have in this case that they want out, what is it? It's like that. Because Living Kenya, she will spill her own tea. So I don't know. I mean, she will keep something different. She will keep something hidden. But at the same time, she will be frustrated for some things. And she only lets you in when she wants to let you in. But at the end of the day, this is warranted. We wanted this to happen because at the end of the day, we feel that Kenya was unhappy. Even though a lot of people probably not like her, but at the same time, we don't want her to see her be dogged by the male like that. And I think some people said it might be, I don't know, might be her karma a little bit because how she went on other people's marriages. But he could be like a male version of Kenya because they kind of similar. That's why they always clash a lot, and it just sucks that this happened. So we wish her the best of luck. Hope Kenya could get what she wants, but at the same time, I do feel like they should have joint custody with her being a primary place for Brooklyn for the baby, and they just share the custody. Because at the end of the day, the girl wouldn't need her father. No matter what it is, what's going on, she wouldn't need her father. And they want Brooklyn going older, resenting her mom for keeping her away from her father. So, but it's on him too. He would need to be taking his steps to be there for his daughter and for their daughter. But I do agree for the legal custody. And if he agreed that she would be the primary custody for the baby, for place of residence, but they work on be co-parenting, then that should be fine. But we'll see how this goes. Who marriage? That man has been trashed to her, and Andy uses this to hide Dr. Lonnie. Yes. Ooh, who marriage? That man has been trashed. Yes, he has been. He definitely has been. I ain't gonna say. Sam, I agree. He has been dogging her from the get-go, and it was paining us to see that she was allowing this. Yes, she was allowing this, and I ain't like that. Yeah, joint custody is only fair. The baby has nothing to do with the promise between them. Yes, I do agree with the joint custody aspect and everything. Unless she gave us a reason why he can't be, she had to have sole legal custody of everything. Unless she gives us a reason why why she want to file that, I need joint custody to be happening. No matter what happened between him and her, I do think he loved his daughter. And I think that's the only possible outlook he had. It was his daughter. Because he didn't care about Kenya. He just cared about his daughter so much. And that's probably was a part why they was beefing so much. Because I damn, I'm competing with my own daughter, and I can't be doing that for a man. So she had to let herself go and go with someone else. So like that. But we'll see. If she come back next season, we'll see if this is going to be a storyline or not. She hired one actor to play her man again. Yes. Oh my gosh. Like I said, he's not an ugly guy, handsome guy, but at the same time, he's ugly because of how he treated her. And now people will see who he is and say, damn, I can't. But then again, this day and age, a dog guy will still get loved and still get wanted and still get hot in the box for them. I don't understand that, but whatever. A good guy who got everything going for them. They don't get no play. Well, a bad guy, a dog, will get all the panties lined up for them. That's a topic for another day, but let's go. Let's Kenya Moore stuff. So y'all have anything else about that? If y'all know any other tea about Kenya Moore and his divorce going on, because this not recently got announced. This recently got announced, and Tracy told me on Instagram that, did you hear that King get divorced? I said, no, I ain't hear nothing about that. Until I looked it up and I saw it and I said, okay, we're going to talk about it. So tell me how y'all feel before I transition into Loving Marriage Huntsville. Oh, yeah, we got a couple of things to talk about Loving Marriage Huntsville, y'all. That's why I wanted to do a live of it. Let me see. Let me get my little picture on. Y'all still see me? Yeah, y'all see me. All right. So if y'all still got anything last to about Kenya, let me know. All right, next, let's do Loving Marriage Huntsville. 150, 26. All right, Loving Marriage Huntsville, y'all. It was a good episode. Right? So it started off when it ended last week. You know, Destiny was upset. She stormed out the room because Tiffany figured want to be messy, which, you know, all new people come in the show being messy as hell. So it's no stranger to that. Want to be messy and bring up stuff that happened years ago. We find out this happened like 3 or 4 years ago. And now you want to bring it up now? I said, goodbye. Sure, whatever. So, oh, yeah, I forgot. If y'all don't see who these are, this is Marsaw. Most of us who watch the show know these people are. But if y'all don't, this is people. This is Marsaw. This is Destiny. That's the one we talk about, Destiny. This is Martell. Below Marsaw is his wife, Tisha. Below Destiny is Melanie in the middle. And Martell and Melanie used to be married, but they divorced now. Kimmy is below Martell. Lewis is the new couple in the show. She's married. He's married. Oh, she's married. He's married to Tiffany, who's the messy chick, like that. So Tiffany and Lewis are in a relationship, and they married. And Maurice. And we got something about Maurice, because, like I said, people clocked Maurice a long time ago. The only thing is that he's a nicer man. But at the end of the day, he just the way as Marsaw in his thinking. He just like Marsaw in his thinking. It is that Marsaw is more blunt, and Maurice is a little bit more calm. But Maurice is exactly just like his brother, and they're kind of similar. And nobody's fooled by you, Maurice, even though you are a nicer guy as the rest of the fellas. And Maurice, definitely mad because she didn't want her tea out. She set this one out. Yes, she was mad. And I was like, yes, you know, I had to bring the new girl. She said, oh, now I remember you. I said, oh, is a light bulb come in your head about this girl? All of a sudden, a light bulb come in your head about Destiny. Therefore, bringing that up, there was no need for it. And Mel was wrong for not checking her friend. Yes, she didn't need to bring that up. She did not need to bring that up at all. And I agree with that. I was like, first of all, this is her birthday party. You keep that information to yourself. You could have had a one-on-one conversation about that, whatever. And whatever you think it is. She said, oh, it's her birthday. I'll let her cry. No, she should be dramatic. I said, dramatic? For what? Now, let me say this, y'all. Y'all remember what Destiny told Melanie about her divorce? How happy she was to sign the divorce papers? She said, thank you, and move on in her life. She said she was happy. And then when she told Kimmy, she said, girl, ain't no big deal. I'm good. I move forward. I'm living my life. I'm good. It's nothing to be sad about. I'm happy. I'm signing out paper. I'm free. So, Tiffany was wrong for bringing that up. But, Destiny, are you happy or are you still in your feelings about LB? Because you can have both. Because you were so hell-bent being happy by signing the divorce paper that it was a whole weight lifted off of you. So, if the whole weight lifted off of you and you are happy about that, then I would not get upset about it. Fuck out of here. I said, he's done. I'm divorcing him. I signed that paper. I signed my paper Donald Duck at the end. No, not Donald Duck. But I signed my paper, whoop, and now out of here. So, deuces, you in the past, even the past was 2 minutes. Even when I signed that paper 2 minutes ago, you is non-existent in my life. I was happy. Are you happy or you still have feelings? So if you still have feelings, that was the reason why you got up and you walked out. She said, oh, yes, I know it's over, but I still got feelings. Yes. Maybe because she didn't embarrass you in front of other people. She probably want her tea in front of other people about that. So I do understand Destiny. So I can't be hard on her about that because that should be brought up. Because especially if everybody else doesn't know. But at the same time, you put it out there that you was all happy-go-lucky. So it's either you happy-go-lucky and you forget about LB, or you still in your feelings about the divorce, and just be truthful about it that you still have feelings about it because it's still fresh. Because if I'm going around saying, "Oh, I'm not phased about this. I'm good, girl. I'm good," and I tell everybody I'm good, and then all of a sudden somebody bring it up, and I'm like, I said, "Girl, I thought you was cool. I thought you was good. You say you was good, so I can't read how you are if you say you was always happy all the damn time. So if you got feelings, let us know you got feelings, like so we could be careful and not make a joke about it. But every time we talking to you, you all like high five here, here's a toast, y'all. I'm divorced. I'm good." And then you still crying. So, like I said, Tiffany is dead wrong. So Tiffany is not off the hook on this. Because I said, girl, what you trying to do? If you gonna spill people's tea, you should spill your own tea like Maurice said. Tell about something about you. What's going on with you and your relationship? Because you made a hell bent known that you birthed your son and he was a sugar son for someone else. So you had to blend the family. So what that about? And you had a surprise wedding for your husband? What's that about? You desperate nuts? You a desperate housewife? It's a wrong show if you do that. Wrong show. Ask them to reboot Desperate Housewife, and then you can be on that show, okay? And you put out marriage proposal on. All right. So Melanie would say, "Well, is he be a cheater?" She may have. It might be a little bit more. She may have thought she was fine and over it. Then boom, here comes a stranger stirring up the pot for no reason. Yes, that is true. She may was trying to thought she buried it down, but then a stranger, yes, it pulls out. But that's I would say, who would this be? Coming out telling my to the tea about something like that. So Melanie was like, it's gonna be a cheater. If he's gonna be a cheater, then that's what make us feel a type of way. But Destiny said no, he has it. It just has a lot of those stuff that plague our marriage that make us divorce. How many of y'all believe that? I mean, I don't know. It could be true. It could not be true. But if he's never been a cheater, like I said, cheating is not the only way to end a divorce. So I can always say that it could be that. But we barely see that guy all last season. So we don't know what was going on in your relationship. Maybe it could be a difficult. Maybe it's y'all didn't match well, and that could be the reason why you two divorced. So it could be a reason. But do I believe that LB was 100% faithful? Maybe, maybe not. Because if he wasn't a cheater, and yes, I don't believe that. Because I say if he wasn't a cheater, I would have been specific way about the stranger spilling that tea. I would say, okay, girl, yes. But why you decided to bring that up now? I would have checked her. I said, okay, that was 3 or 4 years ago. So what's your angle here? So what's your angle? Yes, I know that conversation. We had that conversation a long time ago. Yes, at 3 or 4, and I'm divorced. So and move on to the next. That would be if I was Destiny, but hey. I don't believe that he wasn't a cheater because she would have got up being upset about that. Because sometimes it was a sore spot that made her feel type of way. But then again, like Tiffany said, brought her old feelings. Yeah, she may not have concrete proof until Tiffany come along. That's what I say. Because Tiffany said, "Oh, that wasn't me." Yeah, so I was like, okay. So Destiny and Kimmy said they cool. They cool. You know how they never got along too well, but Maurice even said to Kimmy, say, "Y'all gonna get along well. Y'all were good. Y'all good." And they say, "You know what? Yes, we do. We all kind of like, and we do get along. So we good. We all right." So they was cheeky and cocky, and Money said, "I still see. I'm good. I knew y'all be good. And I knew y'all be good." And I said, "Okay, whatever." So Marsaw caught a later flight because he had to handle some last little things of, oh yeah, I forgot this is Miss Marlon, that's the teacher's mom, but she didn't show up yet this season yet. So but when we talk about her, that's what she looked like. So Marsaw caught a later flight and he had to go. He said he was downtime and some business and all stuff. Tisha came to the door, and she had a nice little lingerie on with her little robe on over it. I said, all right, Tisha showing a little breasts and all that stuff, like a little body shape and everything. I said, all right, girl, you looking good. Now, most men, I mean, more so, you say you want to have sex, like skip the romance and have sex. So if she coming to her freaking door looking like that, you should just jump her bones, right? I mean, she was ready. Like she was drinking wine. She was ready for you, all that stuff. She sat on his lap, and he started going on business. I said, oh no, what we not going to do? No, we're not that. And she was rolling her eyes. She was like, oh my gosh, can we not do this today? Can we not? I'm sitting on here looking at, I look a little fine with a frequent dress. And you all talk about business. He was going off. He said, I need to do this. We need to do that. We need to talk to people. We need to talk about this. We need to talk about that. She said, we're not do that. She gave him a quick kiss in the mouth. And he went back on talk about business. I said, Tisha, shut him up. Do something. I said, you know what? Kiss him. Like, kiss him dickly. Put it in his mouth or something. Like, come on, do something. Because he was going off. I said, well, so you moved the mood. Like hop on it, something, do something like that. Like, do good. What y'all would do in that situation? Y'all come in y'all home lingerie on, or if your girlfriend, your wife come in the lingerie on the door, and you all happy about that, will you talk about business? No. You get all positive. But she's up there, she's sitting on the lap, and you just see this Tisha, that's where you need to be more aggressive. Because if I was me, I said, oh, shut up. We're not talking about business not here. We're not talking about business here. Here, look. You see this? Look. Put it, like, do. I would shut him up. He did something. He would have to stop talking about business. And that thing, he wouldn't even utter a word of business in that scene if I'm dressing like that. You're trying to give something he could feel, and he wouldn't talk about business. And she was sitting there rolling her eyes. I said, girl, you need to do something about that. Shoot. Grab his... We don't get no X-rated here. But she should have did something, because that was that was a buzzkill. I said, gosh. So, and he's someone who loves sex, and he, yes, he know what, Tisha. That's a problem. That's a probably the reason he probably don't want her, because the way she was dressed, I was like, "God, Tisha, like Tisha didn't have a bad body, and when she was wearing that lingerie, I said, oh man, she had the pumpless, and he would be on it. Yeah, drop that dress, get on your knees." Put his head towards your bottom area. You better do something. He had to shut up of that business, and he had to focus on the sex. I would do something, because his wife was looking good, and he was going on business. I said, "Oh my gosh!" I was like, "Here, do something, girl." Tisha needs to have some alpha female who. It was an alpha female. He wouldn't have uttered one word of business. They would have been on pop and ready. Sure. All right. Kimmy and Maurice. Sure. Yes, CM, it is sad. It is sad. And that's what she started feeling. Now, I do got to feel my type of way about that end scene, because unless they put something out of it, I don't see why she went in her feelings too much about it. But, hey. He's not off the hook, because I still don't really like him like that anyway. But it is what it is. But Kimmy and Maurice, they talk, right? So she came on, she was talking to Maurice like she was talking to one of the girls. She said, oh, Maurice, let me tell you something. You know, girl, I was at the dinner table, I was here, and then this girl came here, and she's like, oh, she said, yeah. Yeah, she's like, you killing the mood. He already killed the mood when he started talking about business. You already had the mood all shifted when he started saying, oh, I need to do this. I said, no, you don't need to do nothing but eat this box. Like, she should have just said something. Say something. And put it on his face. So he had nothing, no way to downplay it. Now, if he did say no at that point, then I said, whatever. Yes. So Kimmy was like, Maurice, you know what? This girl came to the dinner table and she was telling him all this things. She was telling him the destiny, all stuff like that. But she did mention how Monster. And she said something about Monster vaping. Maurice knew about it. He knew about Monster vaping. But of course, he didn't tell Kimmy. All right, left her in the dark, leave her in the dark, and he wanted to work something out. And he said he sit down and talk with Kai wasn't like that, and try to come out in different ways and how to handle this all stuff. But he had an issue with Tiffany bringing that up because he said, listen, people on that table could looking at my son like he's a deviant. Like at the end of the day, he's a good kid. He might not have all the best grades, but he never been suspended. And now people can look at this and look at my son look like he's a deviant, and that's not okay. So if you're gonna spill some child's tea, spill your own tea, girl. What's up? What's up with you? Like, why you had a surprise wedding for your husband? Why he didn't propose to you and give you a wedding that you wanted? Why? What's up? So spill the tea. You better spill your own tea. Don't be spilling my child tea who's not even there. Come on now. So I agree with him on that. That was disrespectful. That was really wrong. And Kimmy didn't know what to say because she was like, I need to talk to the father first. I need to talk to my husband and see what's going on. Like, I can't entertain that because I didn't want to entertain that on the dinner table. And I'm glad she didn't entertain that. At the same time, it's like, damn, Maurice, if you knew that she was raping, well, you couldn't at least tell Kimmy something about that. Like, she was blindsided. So then he talked about work-life balance. And this right here, I would say that Maurice, he's a nicer guy out of Martel and Marceau, but he just acts just like Marceau in some way. And he's a nicer guy. That's why people like him. But in this episode, I was like, Maurice, you is aggravating me to the point. I didn't like that. Because at the end of the day, he don't want to listen to Kimmy as much. He has that same kind of traditional approach to his family upbringing. Like, I know it all, and you just my wife. And even though he's not like misogynist like Marceau, but he's somewhat slight is in some aspects. Yeah. Yes. Yes. So yes, he does feel like way. He said you're not his mom concept and feel like he doesn't need to tell her things. In some way, yeah, shape or form, I do understand that yes, Kai was his mom and him and his mother, his child needs to discuss these things. But at the same time, if you have Kimmy in the forefront and she's the main person who watching him and taking care of him while you are in his business aspect, because you said it yourself, your work-life balance is not up to par. You don't spend too much time to your son as much as you can and you want to. So who's the one who's doing all that while you are working so hard? And you say you don't want to do it 9 to 5, you don't want to do it 7 to 3 or something like that. So you business mind, you have an aspect. So you got to do better with your time management skills and spending time with your son and be proactive. So who's the one who's been doing that all that time when Kai wasn't on the state and Xavier, her husband with her, and Marshall with you? It's Kimmy. So to keep her in the dark on all of these things, it's kind of messed up because at the end of the day, you rely on Kimmy to take care of Marshall while you're not around. And she's a stepmom, she's stepping up. So to not to tell her these things, and that's that. Now, I do agree with what Kimmy was saying that how she is not trying to put input in it. She's trying to follow up what y'all decide, and y'all tell me how y'all move, and I can handle that. But when you don't get much input, and I had to get my own suggestions and stuff like that, sometimes you don't want to listen to me because you feel like my opinion's not of value. He said it's not about your opinion's not of value. It's like that. It's don't think I'm not listening to, but if you not listen to her, understanding where she's coming from, then you basically not listening. You just let her talk, and you not willing to let her have an input. So that's frustrating. Like I'm helping you with your son, and I'm saying giving suggestions and stuff, and you not want to take it. It's like that. Or at least let me know things that you and your mother, your child agreed upon, so I can move along quarterly. But if you don't tell me things, what can I do? So, and then you rely on me a lot for your son. So it's like, it is frustrating for Kimmy when we sometimes don't want to make her feel valued and important in this relationship. And it's all for them taking care of Monster. So it's that. So the vapor thing, they said we had to have a solution to how to handle that. Yes, it may have value. And it doesn't matter to him. And I said, that sucks. It's like, that's your wife. and you rely on her a lot for taking it. So why her opinion is not important? Why it's not important at all? So he gonna have. He said he told her that Kiowa and Xavier is finally coming down for Monster graduation, and they can all four of them can sit down and have a common understanding and go and how to approach the raising a monster and what to do move forward. So this is the first time they all four, because he's so excited. He said this thing we can have all four of us together and we will all be on the same page of the ask of raising a monster. So that was that, and I would say, granted, but I didn't like how he would basically shut her out when she was trying to tell him about the work-life balance and how he needs to be more proactive on how to do things like that. He had a basically like an attitude a little bit. He said, "Nah, you know how it is. This that. So I do better. You may seem like." I said she didn't say that. She just said that you gotta have a balance more and be more proactive because things is different. Now, things you might not think of vaping was a point in middle school, but it is. People, it's not just high school. They starting younger and younger and younger these days. And the topics you think that it should be waiting until high school, you need to start having that when they get to middle school because that's the age of identity, sexual identity, racial identity, find a place of belonging. That's what adolescent and middle school is one of the toughest times for teenagers because they in that stage of finding themselves. So on that aspect of finding themselves, not only they had in school when they go from one teacher, they in another school when they are different teachers, and then you had the same group of people, and you go peer pressure, not only peer pressure, the identity crisis they going through. Hey Tracy, yes, identity thing going on, and sexual identity, gender identity, racial identity, all that stuff they're going through at adolescence. That's a turmoil. That's a tremendous time for having a conversation. For you, the one who wants to be with you, but then you don't spend that time to have a post-active approach with him. It's like it defeats the purpose to have Monster with you, and you got playing Kimmy for her suggestions and viewpoints and trying to tell you how to balance, and you don't want to hear it. So Maurice, just like Monster, he just is a nicer person, and people clocking it, and it's like. And people like Maurice. I like him too, but at the same time, it's like the way how you try to treat Kimmy like she's not a point in your viewpoints. It's mad. It was upsetting. And then what he did at the end of the scene, oh, I was upset with him. I said, boy, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. But oh man, mostly I'm sad. Maurice is tragic. He's making Kimmy responsible for stuff she's not responsible for and giving her all. Yes. And I was saying, if she's responsible for Monster most of the time, and you're not gonna tell her things, it's especially she say, "Listen, I'm not gonna try to take into the decision making for you or Kiowa. If y'all had this conversation, let me know so I can know what y'all want, so I can move forward. But if you're not telling me that, how can I help you? Like, what can I do?" So, Trish, how you feel about that scene with Kimmy and Maurice?
I have mixed feelings.
Yes.
Because on one hand, right. Yeah. I understand Maurice's viewpoint on multiple levels because one, I've done the whole blending of a family where you have a child that you raise a certain way, I have a child that I raise a certain way, and then we're trying to blend those two together within the person's like other parent having their own input in it as well. And I do think it's a little more difficult because of the way Kiowa and Maurice chose to split out Monster's time. So Monster would, just see them during the summer, which, is very different than getting them during the school year. But this is like, now that he's in high school, now he lives with them during the school year and she'll get him during the summer. That is a very different type of parenting that you do to your child during the school year than you technically have to do to your child during the summer.
Yeah.
Because, when they are at school around, their peers, their friends, they tend to get into things a lot differently than they do when they're at home with you during the summer. Like there's a different level of mischief that you get into at school than you get into at home with family. So those are different. So I do understand it is a difficult thing to try and blend, but I also think that because Maurice, I feel like Maurice is struggling with like some sort of insecurity within himself where he feels like he needs to hustle, push himself, work all the time to prove to someone or something that he is a good man or he is, what he's supposed to be. So I feel like there is something internally that's causing him to only focus on work and putting family on the back burner. Although family is important, if family wasn't important, you wouldn't be willing to buy a couple acres of land and move all the family right next to each other. So family is important to him, but there's something going on with him internally that makes it so you prioritize working over family to an unhealthy amount. So I understand his perspective, and I get Kimmy wanting to say, I just want to support you. I can only support you if you let me know. Give me the information so that I can support you fully and truly, because, Kimmy probably would have had a better backup or a better comeback to when Tiffany was being messy talking about him vaping. Like, wasn't your son in the bathroom with them vaping? Like, Kimmy would have had a comeback. Kimmy would have had something, because you wouldn't have heard this story unless your kid was in there too. And if you're trying to get ahead of something, you tend to put something out to get ahead of a story, right? So I'm like, was Tiffany's kid in the bathroom too?
Yes.
But Kimmy don't have all the information to then be able to, make a good enough comeback. So she can't. So she's, with Kimmy, she chooses to say nothing instead of, speaking ill or saying something that's wrong. So I definitely do think that I don't. When a lot of people are like, Maurice is such a bad guy. He's this, he's that. I'm like, no, I think Kimmy knows exactly who she married.
Yes,
she knows how she needs to handle who she married, because if she's saying, and she get him together real good. I mean, in the show and in like the little confessionals that they do together, she get him together all the time. So I'm like,
because he's not a bad guy. He's like Marceau. He's not mean as Marceau. He's a nicer guy. So his kind of similar, very similar.
Oh yeah, but I think that's the way they were raised, because I think Marceau is the same way, that it's like working is your priority. You need to be able to provide, take care of, work. But they love their family because they're a close-knit family. But I think just growing up, something was instilled in them that they need to hustle. They need to work. They need to, if you're breathing, if you're awake, if your eyes are open, you need to be hustling. You know what I mean? I think they got that mentality growing up because they both have it, right? Marceau is just chauvinistic. Like, he's just a chauvinistic jerk. Where Maurice, on the other hand, he is not as chauvinistic. He just has that everybody needs to drive, everybody needs to work, everybody needs to hustle all the time. So I think it's a balance that he just doesn't know how to handle just yet.
He said that. Okay. But if you want Marcel full time, you gotta do that quickly. Ooh, what happened? You gotta do that quickly because he's in that age where it's crucial for to be there fully. And teenage years, that's not something you take that lightly. You need to have that conversation with him now and talk to him. But now that Kai was down here, so they can have that conversation as well. But when Kai will go back home, if she doesn't stay here, he needs to have that more proactive approach than be active, like Kimmy said. So hopefully he get it right. But it's gonna take a while now. Let's see.
So conversations with kids about things a lot younger now than you possibly would have had to have it with them before.
Yes.
Because, Was smoking really my thing when I was in middle school? No.
It wasn't at all.
But nowadays, I mean, shoot, look at Kirk from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. He said his kid was strung out at 12. So, I mean,
Yes,
you just never know.
that's what I'm saying. Really, that was crazy. Oh my gosh. So Tisha and Marsaw went to see Uncle Mike and Aunt Linda. And they sit down, it's 15-year anniversary. And they say, what's going on 15 years anniversary? And she said, hopefully we do something real well. So he said, Marshall says a little lamb thing. He want to do something simple or something like that. Nothing like that. Not important to him. I said, boy, it's 15 years. It's just important. And he said, well, hopefully in 20 years we will renew our vow and be in our new place of living. And he said, oh, 20 years. He said, well, we did something great in 10 years, the 11 years, the 12 years, the 13 years. I said, you don't do that important for 11, 12, 13. You do a milestone, 10, 5, 10, 15, a year, 20, 25. That's big milestones. Like, come on, you make that important. But, he not that type of person who even go off the back like that. That's what teach you how to do that romantic stuff. But then again, that boy, like you said, he's more into that business mindset. It's like, gosh, relax a little bit, boy. But the Scott Manor, he says, the uncle says moving faster. It was a little bit delays, but it wasn't so much of Tisha that Marceau was making them scenes. It was more of Marceau because he wanted an extra garage or something, a bigger garage. And with the bigger closet she asked for, the uncle said, no, that's a good idea. It wasn't any delayed the project. It was the extra garage that Marceau wanted that delayed the project. And she said, see, you always, he always try to put Tisha there, try to make her feel like she's the butler. And I was like, no, it's not true. It's not true. I ain't say that. I said, boy, yes, it is. Your uncle said that was a reason why it's delaying it. It's not because of Tisha closet. So, but, and they don't want Maurice to know their plans. Because I guess Maurice likes to outdo them. So if whatever plans they have, and he said he'd like to outdo them with budget-wise, but a smaller size. I said, ooh. I mean, you about to come on, let me take the picture off. I was like, oh, that's messed up. But they said, yeah, after Marceau don't do their thing, that Scott will do their, Maurice will do theirs. And we'll see. Because Kimmy's not on board and being in Scott Manor. So we'll see how that goes.
Team Kimmy.
I'm
Team Kimmy.
That's what I say too. So
would you really want to live on the same little cul-de-sac with Wanda?
No, I don't. No, hell no.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm with Kimmy. Kimmy, stand your ground, girl.
Be there either. Not close enough. No, we bad enough. You still see each other. You still close enough. You can still visit me, but that close enough that you can come to my door every time of night and try to knock on my door. No, we ain't doing that. Sure, I could be right on my man. You come knock on my door, you gonna be freaking disappointed because I won't come to that door.
Team Kimmy. I'm Team Kimmy when it comes to Scott Manor. I am Team Kimmy 100%. Don't you go over there, girl.
Yeah, for real. And so that's that. So Jalen closed on a condo. Oh yeah, he did say he wanted to do real estate. That was his goal. He closed on a condo. So now his mom is helping them do their first renovation for the condo, for the house, whatever it is. And that's another thing he's doing because he needs to get the more skills on that because that's what his passion for. Even though he's still a general manager for Black. And he was telling his mom about everything was going on. And hey, Renee, thank you. He told his mom about everything going on with Black. And yes, I do agree. It's like Jaden has been asking for help for a long time, since the beginning. You promised him he was going to have on-the-job training. And in fact, you just threw him in there. And fortunately, he did a good job. But at the same time, you still have some expectations that he needs to do better. And you should have been hired general manager. He special handle skills. And he talked to Tisha. She had one way to handle things. And then he talked to Marceau. He had his own way to handle things. And he don't know what to do, who to listen to, because they both have different viewpoints. They're not on the same page. Confusing all the hell Jalen off. And it's like, he agreed to have the general manager, but the viewpoints, they're not on the same page. Ooh, who's that? It's assistant manager. And that's that. And then they talk about Destiny. And he said, oh, yeah, that's not my type. but they know I'm the cougar. They call me a cougar tamer. I said, boy, bye. And he was cracking himself up. And Kimmy said, it's not that funny that you making something for me. He said, yes, call me a cougar. I said, cougar tamer. I said, all right, Jenny, you cute and all, but you ain't that damn cute to be called a cougar tamer. What the hell are you talking about? Like, he was cracking himself up. I said, who called you that?
Himself.
That's what I said. I was like, well, but he said, damn, that's not my type. I said, oh, then what is your type? But he said, yeah, you know the other girls love me because I'm a cougar tamer. I said, that's a crazy name you call yourself. But let's see what else. Other than that, she said it sounded like Marceau and teacher, more Marceau want to set you up for fail. And it said made it seem like that, but I said, listen, at the end of the day, who names is on the day? Even though it's a manager, but who names is on that deeds and stuff like that? You teach him Marceau. So you want to make sure he want to succeed in your restaurant business. So you better make sure you hire that assistant general manager or at least a co-general manager. Like I said, what assistant manager gonna come in and try to train a general manager? That's crazy, right? So yeah, how you feel about that scene with Kimmy and her son?
Jalen said he the cougar slayer. Let him have his title, okay? Just let him have it, okay? Let him have his little nickname. He was cracking himself up, honey. He was giggling. I was like, go ahead. I was like, let him have that. But did you find it funny that when they played back the clip that Dusty was talking about, I don't feel like he was giving her the eyes. Like
he was near her, but she was smoking. She was in there. He was not even looking in her direction. So I said, Dusty, what the hell you thought he was so? He said, yes, you looking nice, but he wasn't fawning over you like you made it seem like he was.
Yeah. I was like, ooh, production's so messy. They so messy. They know good doggone well they had to put that in their glove Destiny spot like that. But okay, girl. I do think that hiring an assistant general manager to teach the general manager just sounds ridiculous. Why would you hire an assistant to teach the general manager? They can hire a managing consultant, which is a consultant. They come in, they're there for 3 months, 6 months, whatever. They teach you how to do this job. They make sure that you're up and running smoothly, and then they move on to the next project. So they don't, they're like an independent contractor. They just teach you how to manage, how to do. They train you on, the ins and outs of what to do. It's not a permanent thing. It's just like, to train him. Because not to be funny, I don't think Tisha or Marceau knows how to be a general manager.
No.
So, I mean, it's like 3 blind mice around there. It's the blind leading the blind. I'm just saying. Now, again, I do. So when people say like, oh, he's setting you up to fail. No, it's not that they're setting him up to fail. They're setting him up to be the scapegoat. Because if something goes wrong, they want to be able to blame him for it and not have to take accountability and saying like, oh no, I just own the place. I just own it. No. Y'all hired him knowing that he didn't have it. He went to school for like real estate, so you know good and doggone well he don't know how to be a general manager. It's not like he went to school for business management. I would feel a little differently, but he went to school for real estate, so you know this boy ain't got no experience. Like,
doesn't
who you fooling? So do I think it's a little bit of setup and sabotage? Not really. I do think that they're trying to be cheap. Yes. Because hiring a good general manager with some experience is going to cost money that they don't want to spend.
Yeah.
And I understand that as a new business, they're trying to keep their overhead as low as possible so they can make as much profit as they possibly can. I get that. But I also do understand that if you're not willing to put in the money for your business to succeed, your business is not going to succeed very well because these things are going to come up and then things are going to go haywire. And not to be funny, a lot of times your business only does as good as the reputation that it gives. Because once the newness of the business wears off, what's going to keep people keep coming in? What's going to keep, the momentum going? And it normally is like, I used to go to this bar. I loved it to death. And they was like, oh, it's not Black people friendly. They don't sell Henny. They don't allow for jeans. They don't allow for this. They don't. I was like, I don't care. I loved the bartender. She made me a special drink. I went there. That's all I ordered. I brought all my friends there. That's the place to, like, all the time, all the time, all the time. So a lot of times it's not necessarily the thing. It is the experience that you have there, the people that's there that keep you coming back. Once the newness of it wears off. And I don't think that they're thinking in that manner, which is terrible. But I never give Tisha very much, when it comes into the thought process, because she don't think that far ahead. But okay, girl. Okay, girl. But no, I do like that they got a condo that's not like brand new, that they still have to put some work in, which means they got it on a discount. Their family does, construction, remodeling. They build things. So yeah, the family can help them, keep the budget low. They're going to have to put in their own work, but I love seeing that, that's the way they went about doing it, instead of just going, oh, look, I bought this brand new, just built turnkey thing. It's much more realistic. It's much more attainable to everyone else, because Kimmy just seems like any one of us could be friends with Kimmy. Kimmy is the most down to earth one on the thing. So it's just like, oh, great. She's freaking awesome. Yes. But poor Destiny, she just getting her hat handed to her all this episode. You got Tiffany spreading your business, being messy, and then you got Jalen like, girl, nobody was checking for you like that. And then the messy editor came back and was like,
he just gave her a hug, and then when she was dancing, all of a sudden he was looking at somewhere else. I said, girl, so why you thought he was falling over you? I said, girl, you must have was high. So like that cigar got you guys going down. All right, so the next scene, I want to see how y'all feel about this, because the way how they edited to make it seem like Marcel was being facetious and being messed up towards Tisha. He's still douchebag. But this scene right here, I don't see why she was so hurt about it. And that's something they showed that made it seem like he did more than what we let on. Because all I saw Marcel when he got there, he was hugging, taking pictures, all that stuff with different females. Most of females than men. Most of females, all that stuff like that with men. He was talking to Tommy. He was talking to Stacy. He was talking about all the females in there. He was talking about stuff like that. So he got to Kyra. He said, hi, my name is Kyra, because he was introducing himself to a lot of people in the party, not just Kyra. She was not the only one there. He was introducing himself to a lot of people. He was taking pictures, all that stuff. When he talked to Kyra, she said, hi, my name is Kyra. I saw. What's nice to meet you, whatever. And then Tisha said, oh, I gotta go there. And then she stopped him, and they go outside, and she said, oh, I had to stop you to go to wear a dress. He said, who? Now, granted, I was like, good, you know what you talking about. But then he was talking to a lot of people. So it was like, it could be other people with red dresses there. Oh, red dresses there. So he probably knew exactly what red dress he was talking about. That girl with the red dress, he just now stopped. He started talking. The last person he talked to. But he was talking to a lot of people and taking pictures and doing that stuff with other people. And it's not different than what us. So that's something that they show us that made her feel that way. I didn't feel that she should have been too hurt about that. Unless she know who her man is and try and play it off all these years about this, that he's this grateful guy, all that stuff. Because she was definitely hurt about this girl Kyra with the red dress. It was something I didn't understand why. Because I looking at that, I said he was introduced to everybody else before he got met to Kyra. And Kyra was another female under his belt that he was talking to. So what made her cry? That's another thing I wanted to say. What made her cry? Because she started tearing. What happened? Kyra in the red dress was the person, or she knows something that Marcel was doing behind the scenes and trying to play it us. Was like, oh, Marcel never cheated on me. Marcel never did this to me. No, Marcel never did that, because she was telling Melanie that and all that stuff. But recently, last season, she started drilling down and saying, well, why was you driving the car? Why was you doing this, Marcel? Why you don't have more land time with me? Why this? It's like my connection with you is not wrong. So what do you got for that scene that made me feel like Tisha was validated for her feelings. Unless something behind the scenes that she is refusing to let us know that she felt about her man, her husband, that made her cry that scene. Because I said that scene did not make me feel like he was dogging her right in front of her face. Tracy, how you feel? And let me know how I feel, because I didn't get that. I didn't understand why she was crying.
I got multiple ways to feel, and all of them is never gonna be Tisha in a good light. So let me start off by saying that. So if y'all team Tisha, y'all might want to plug y'all ears. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, once you put 20 on 10. Now, if you go back and watch it, there was two people in a red dress in it. There was one girl with the red dress he hugged, and then there was Kyra. So did she think that that was the same person and he had hugged her and then went back and talked to her again? And that's what got her in her fifis? Like, oh, he doubling back. He must really like this one. He must really want her. Was that what it was? Or is Kyra his type? And you know Kyra is his type. So it got you in your fifis.
Yes.
Because, girl, you're not going to get us to believe that. Or was it because he turned you down in the hotel room and wasn't really that interested in you?
He didn't give me no stick. I was like, you was with your freakum dress on.
Like, and he wasn't really that interested in you? Was that your problem? So you was already in your feelings about him not, being as excited about you, as he originally thought, as you thought he was going to be. He wasn't as excited. Then you went to this event. You seen him talking to this girl in a red dress, then hugged the girl in a red dress. So now you're thinking something in your mind that isn't actually happening. Mm-hmm. Like, you know how sometimes you work yourself up to believe something and you get all in your feelings, you get all emotional, you go on about this, and come to find out it wasn't even at all what you was thinking, which is why we all looking at you crazy. It's either that or Melody has some hand in this editing and wanted to make sure Tisha looked crazy. So either way, I'm here for it. Whatever it is, I am here for it because she works my doggone nerves. But no, when I see her crying, I was like, is she his type? And that's why she was so insecure and she felt some type of way, because Tisha gives me very insecure. Like, there's this vibe about her that just seems like she is pretty insecure. So is it because I seen him hugging a girl in a red dress and then he just went back and was talking to this girl in a red dress? So he giving her double the amount of attention, and she's his type. And at the hotel room, he wasn't as interested in me with my freakum dress on the way I thought he was gonna be. So I wonder if she just emotionally psyched herself out, because it's Tisha we talking about. It's Tisha. I could truly believe that she emotionally worked herself up to believe something.
Yeah. I mean, if y'all both was with this business, y'all both was talking to different people. So you was talking to people, he was going around the whole most in the room talking to different people. So that one red dress that came about, you was so butthurt about that, which I think is like, it could be a combination of different things. Maybe say he probably wasn't focused on Tisha that much and that venue, but y'all was there for this day because y'all wanted to do a test, so you had to go around the room. And fortunately, he was around the room. And kind of he introduced himself. So
no, Tisha wanted him to go around the room holding her hand, introducing her as his wife to all the women that was there to make Tisha feel comfortable. Because that is the type of ridiculousness Tisha gives to me. That, you need to hold her hand and introduce her as your wife to all the women there for Tisha to feel comfortable. Girl, bye. Go sit down.
Yeah, because I
girl, bye. Go sit down.
So, and the way how to edit is like, okay, so why was she so hurt about that? That's what I'm saying. He don't even say hi, my mom saw her. She said hi, my name Kyla, and that came up to my business. And she just walked. She was like, woo, and ran over there. And it's like, then she started crying. I said, what did he say? Did he say something? It's like, what did he say?
No, he didn't need to say anything. I told you. At one point, she looked over. She seen him hugging a lady in a red dress, who wasn't Kyra, by the way. It was someone else in a red dress. Then she seen him talking to Kyra, and she let her mind go to wandering. She let that little thing in her head start spinning. Her little wheels started churning, and in her mind, she looked at Kyra and was like, "That looked like his type." He probably got her phone number right here with me in the room. Oh my goodness! Yeah. It just went on about her mind.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, Kyra was in 2 or 3 shots with him, but it's more than that has gone in a relationship, either in the beginning or in the middle at some point, or just begin. Yes, it must have to be something going on in a relationship. The man have to react that, because the way how she was going on the first season, like, oh, my husband ain't doing this. He's this great man, and he's great, and he never had no issue. So
listen, don't know to leave her. Ariane already told me.
That's fair.
Ariane done told us that Marcel was cheating on you with Martell, with her. They was all together while he was cheating on you. Girl, bye. We know that man is cheating. Like,
that's fair. He never give you a straight answer every time you ask him a question, so like that. So it's like, granted, this guy is gaslighting you for real.
Look, Martell, listen. Look, say what you want. Martell is messy. But he ain't necessary. Look, he said it. Mel said it. Ariane said it. They done said, like, listen, no. He was with me while Martell was cheating on his wife. Marcel was right there too, cheating on his wife too. So I was like, I mean, she ain't got no dog in the fight between them. So what reason would she have to lie on them? None. Exactly. So has he? And even Wanda said that she think that he done cheated in the past.
Your own mom said that.
Your mama said that.
It's on his neck about that.
Like, your mama said that. Yes. So for your mom to say that, Tisha had to say something to her mama for her mama to feel that way. Like, there's something going on, and it may have been early on in their marriage. You know what I mean? Maybe it was early on in their marriage that he had some sort of infidelity issues. And then she forgave him, and then they worked it out, and they kept going. And so now, anything that resembles the person he cheated with or something like that just tugs at her heartstring of insecurity, and get her little hamster wheel just to spinning. Yeah, she's on her little hamster wheel just spinning. Girl, bye.
I'm saying, right? To the last scene, y'all. The last scene.
All right, let me say this, my one last piece. Marcel got him a smart mistress. She got stuff to lose. She ain't about to tell nobody. She ain't about to say nothing. She's about to get the D and keep it pushing. She ain't about to say nothing. She one of them old school. She one of them old school side chicks. That's what she is.
To you, and you would never know I did something.
Exactly. Not saying a word, and you look. Your kid's playing, and then she like, no, y'all can't start dating. Oh no, don't no. Oh no, why? Because y'all siblings, but I can't tell y'all that. Don't start. She's one of those types.
Yeah.
He got a good mistress. She got some stuff to lose.
Yes,
Yep.
They say he only messes with a married woman. Oh. They say he only messes with a married woman. Oh, that's why. Because maybe they got something to lose to themselves. Sure.
Exactly. Hef ain't trying to lose her. Yes. Hef ain't trying to lose her meal ticket. That's right.
Yeah. And 2 meal tickets too, husband and the side piece. So
exactly. See, that's why Martell's stupid. You can't listen. I tell people all the time, the worst people to mess around with is people who ain't got nothing to lose.
Yes.
Because they'll burn your junk down with theirs. Like, they ain't got nothing to lose. Mm-hmm. So yeah, do I think he cheat with married women? That makes sense.
It does make sense. That's
CM, I see you. We see each other.
Yeah, we're not here, but we here, right?
We here.
Yes.
See each other.
So last scene, right? Maurice, Kimmy was waiting for Kyra and Xavier for this break, right? Dinner for the Maurice Monster graduation. They came there for Monster graduation and also sit down and discuss some things. Now, Maurice is all the penny pusher. He's the time pusher. He's like, oh, they got 7 minutes. They got this. They got this. I said, boy, I would say, listen, I got to be upset with Kimmy. I would say, listen, you rest and rave about being excited for Kyra and Xavier to come down here with me. All of us being on the same page. Now we got to this point. You have a meeting that you cannot stop. Like, you your own boss. So you could push that meeting back a little bit. You could have said, listen, I have this important thing with my mother and children, something like that. I need to push this back, something like that. He said, no, I got to keep this appointment. I cannot stop it. I said, what? And I was so upset what Kimmy said. I was saying, boy, it's not enough that Kiowa, yes, they're getting in a better place, but it's still kind of iffy about those two. They're just not getting in a good place that they can be cordial with each other. Now she bring her husband, which is your sister ex-husband, so we don't forget that. Your husband to the thing.
Did you just say your sister ex-husband?
Yeah, sister ex-husband. Did he used to date? This is Xavier used to date his sister. Yeah.
I didn't know it was the ex-husband, but I thought it was just
boyfriend or something like that. Something like that.
Yeah, but I was like the ex-husband. Yeah. Lord, this gets messier and messier every time. Look,
he used to date the husband, Kaiwa husband used to date Maurice's sister, something like that. So
look, they might have been married. Let me go back in that archive because
and so you gonna leave Kimmy? Nah, they were best friends. Oh, who were best friends? No, they were best. Oh, okay.
Who were best friends? Him and the sister, or him and Maurice?
Maurice and Mom's husband was best friends. Yes, they're best friends. But did he dated somebody in his relative?
I thought he dated a sister. Yeah. I didn't think he married the sister. I thought he dated the sister or messed around with the sister. Yeah. I'm a good look. Don't worry.
Yeah. So you gonna leave Kimmy? So you have to go. First of all, you order something, and then she ordered something, and then you left her. She had to box your food up, and then like I don't know how long the time was, but like a few minutes after you left, Kimmy, not Kimmy, Kiowa and Xavier was coming up the stairs. So I was like, wow, you gonna leave her like that? She said, I can't speak for you. Like, what's going on? You set this meeting up, and you gonna leave me like this with this girl now? Hopefully, the next episode he come back. But if he gonna do this to her after all this spill and talk about, and then that's what she always feel type of way about this. It's like, you just gonna leave her. And I said, you can't. I was like, no, cancel that shit. I've been upset. I've been cursing at him. I said, no, cancel that. Like, you wanted this to happen. Oh my gosh, you gonna leave her like that? How y'all feel about that? Because it got me aggravated even to talk about it right now. Because I said, why you just gonna do that? You gonna leave this girl like that by herself? Like, Kimmy could handle herself, but at the same time, this is about your son with Kiowa. Y'all all supposed to be together, and you gonna go up because they taking a while. It's like, come on now. How you feel about that?
Listen, I will say this. Do I understand why he dipped out? Absolutely, I do. Absolutely. Because Kiowa hands him his behind every time she talked to him. And Kimmy hands him his behind every time they talk to him. So I understand him dipping out, being like, oh, okay, well, you know what? Let me just let y'all have this conversation amongst yourselves. Let me get up out of Dodge. Because again, they both get him together in very different ways. But they always get him together. So I could see him wanting to dip out of that conversation. Because, you got two people who get up in your behind. Okay, I see why he wanted to dip out in that conversation and why he, y'all are in a good place now. Just tell them this. Oh, no, I'm good. Just tell them that. I do find it kind of ironic that you wouldn't take her advice on how to raise Monster, and you didn't want to tell her about him vaping in the bathroom, and that was just y'all little secret, and all this, that, and the third, but now you want her to come to and be your spokesperson at this meeting?
Yes.
The spokesperson at the meeting? Like, Kimmy should have just been the note taker. She should have just been the secretary. Let me recap everything that happened. Oh, this is what y'all want to do. Yes. Oh, okay. All right. So me and him, we gonna play our parts. I definitely understand the blending of two families is hard. Mm-hmm. So it does take some adjusting and balancing to kind of figure out where everybody's place is and kind of what everybody should be doing on the team to get that to work. But a part of me feels like he wanted them to have the conversation. He just didn't want to be a part of the conversation. So to him, the best idea was, dip out before they get there. Make sure to schedule a meeting that I couldn't miss.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm not here. Sounds like the best plan. So it made perfect sense. If you didn't really want to be a part of the meeting, it made perfect sense. He did exactly what he was supposed to do, which was bow out before they got there. Like, you bow out before the check come, baby. He was like, ain't nobody going to hand me my hand today. He said, oh, no. Let me get up out of Dodge.
And today, but at nighttime, you ain't getting no hand either. Sure. That's what I said. You don't get no hand either. You better be blue boy, because the way how you left me in that meeting, I'll be
like, let me get up out of Dodge. But I will say this. I cannot stand people being late and not telling me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm late, but I normally let you know I'm gonna be late. But like the whole we supposed to meet up at dinner and we just waiting for you at dinner and you don't show up or you show up. Because they had to be waiting a little while because they sat down, ordered drinks, ordered food, and the food came. So they had to be there a little while waiting. Like, if they were still waiting for their food to come, I would feel a little differently. But that tells me they had to be waiting at least 20, 30 minutes.
Yeah, I mean,
at least for you to order your food and your food to get there.
But man, that food they came out fast.
So that tells me that they had been waiting a little while for them to show up.
That's true. That could be true. Yeah, it could be a while, but at the same time, it's like, gosh.
But I also think that he planned on being there for the meeting. I think he planned on leaving the meeting early is what he planned on doing.
Yeah.
But because they were late, it messed up his plan. So his plan was, be there, put his 2 cents in, tell them what he wanted them to hear, and then get his up out of there. Because, he wasn't ready to take on Kimmy and Kiowa being in a good place with each other and tag teaming him. He wasn't ready for that.
Yeah.
He was like, not on my watch. I'm going to get up out of here before I get both of them telling me what I need to do. So I do think that he planned it, but because they wasn't on time, it messed up his plan.
Yeah, that's true. I can agree on. Yeah, the lateness was a bother, whatever. But I was like, I just sucks that he just left her like that. I was like, well. And that's the case. They said, oh, well, we both got to go. We got to call Kiowa, meet me at my house or something like that. We got sure. But that was...
Look, you got daddy. You got daddy.
That's what I'm saying.
On me.
We do
pull up on me.
That's what I'm saying.
Pull up on me.
So that was Love and Marriage Huntsville. So that was it for the live though. But we do have some updates. Johnson Cabaret is coming out tonight. It's the reunion part 2.
Do it like it's my birthday.
Auntie Mama she said she will go on tonight and do a recap of it. So before the recap, we'll do a watch along with the episode. So follow my Instagram. And somebody, Lene, I know she was doing it, but please put my Instagram link down again so people can follow that. So we can do a watch along. I think come around last time it started around 7 something, right?
Do it like it's my BJ.
Baby, yes.
Can't say her, she get on my nerves.
See, yes, you got on her too. So we're gonna do a watch along. So follow my Instagram and we're gonna do that. And I think she did it. What time you did last time? You did it around 9 o'clock, right? Yeah, we did it. We was waiting. Yeah, we did it around 9 o'clock. That would be a good time because we could be able to watch the episode. No, it was 8 something her time, 8:30 her time, 9 o'clock.
Yeah, 9:30 our time.
Yeah, our time. So yeah, so we could be able to watch the episode before she get on live. So we go watch it together, and then when we get on live on her channel, we will discuss the episode and discuss that. So we'll do that.
I'm sorry. I had some family things I need to deal with. Did you talk about Kenya Morgan filing for divorce?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah. I got her storyline this season, baby.
All right, for real. It's been 9 o'clock p.m. on my channel. So it's 9 o'clock her time. So it's 10 o'clock my time. So 10 o'clock Eastern, 9 o'clock Central. So we'll be able to watch the show and recap on that. So follow that. Let's see. I ain't like her since she lied on Eva. Oh yeah. Johnson had her faults, her demons, and everything. Also, to put a ring on the episode, we will talk about that. And now I'm trying to see I should do it maybe tomorrow. I'm probably doing Wednesday because I get off work early Wednesday. So we could do
whenever you do it, I'm gonna be there just to drag him to the death.
Yes. So I'm probably doing Wednesday. So I'll probably do that because I gotta watch Potomac and I gotta watch Family Fiance. So maybe we'll do all that together and not make it a review, just make it like open conversation, talk about these shows, and we'll come up in the mind. So it'll be a Mr. Social Corner, talk about those shows, and talk about some of the themes that came up and stuff. So it would be that, Potomac, and Family Fiance, those three. Because, baby, like I said, even though Kai, she was a side piece and everything, she's speaking some truth and facts to some of the things. And Damian doing that because he knew he was going to get caught. And hopefully next week, Alexia find out she was leaving. I said, no, we don't need to do this process. Let's end it right here. My decision is I'm not with you tomorrow. We've split up. We over. Finito. And I go back to my life. Go out the house, take the van, and move on. And he will be there sitting there stupid. Because I will give him no more words. Make the words for him and say, that's it. You could be calling, begging me. When I walk out the door, you know, it'll be blocked.
Did you hear Eric and Jessica got into it with him online?
No, with Damian?
Yeah, I got to
it with some of those people at the show. Yeah, she should have been gone. She definitely should have been gone.
Yeah, she got into it. He got into it with them online because Darian went online talking about how the producer had told him that Jessica had really wanted him and she wanted to get with him. And Eric was like, "Oh no, you lying. You ain't ready for this. Like, nah, that ain't what you want. Don't do that." And Jessica was like, please don't make me tell all your business how Alexi is the one paying the bills at that house and you broke. I was like, not Lexi paying the bills.
That's
not Lexi paying the bills. Lexi paying the bills.
Well,
yeah, you're right. Jessica don't want no broke man, honey. You ain't got enough coins for her. You ain't got enough ducats for her.
NFL player, so she is not gonna try and downgrade.
Exactly. So that was a little tea that was going around, and they was in the comment section of the little live going back and forth. You know, that's what that was. So you're welcome.
That's good. Thank you. Thank you. So we're gonna do watching on for Johnson Cabaret tonight, and I'll probably do watching on for Family Fiance because I don't think I'm gonna do recorded review on that. Probably don't watch along for that and talk about that episode. So I gotta eat a little bit too before we do that watching because it's gonna be 8 o'clock. I think it'll come around 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock on Zeus. So Jessica's story too. Kai got in it. Oh, Kai got in it.
Oh, I didn't make it to the part where Kai got in it. What Kai said?
That's what I'm saying. See, you know what? We're going to talk about this. Yo. We're going to talk about that when we talk about putting a ring on it. Y'all bring this tea together because I need to know. And I need to know. So, yes, stay tuned. Let me put her channel here. So if y'all want to follow Auntie Momo while we talk about that.
CM, is it still on Jessica's stories? Because I need to go see that. I missed the Kai part. I must have came too late. Or I must have left too early. That might have been my problem. I probably left too early. I missed the Kai part. Ooh.
She's trying to fight over freaking Ashley's milk. She's trying to fight over Ashley lips. That's how I knew he did something with her. That's he was so hell bent trying to get with Alexia or something. Because she was too comfortable.
Oh, so you got the tea on Twitter? You just been holding out.
Yes. CM, send it to me so I can look at that. So when we discuss that, probably on Wednesday, we do that. Maybe a Mizzle Social Corner talk talking topics. All right, so appreciate everyone who stopped by. Thank you so much. Stay tuned within this hour. So we will watch Johnson Cabaret together on my Instagram channel. So follow my Instagram and watch that. And we discuss that a little bit. And maybe we could just, if we have time, we can do probably Family Fiance. If not, then we just go to our Family Fiance and Social Media Corner on Wednesday, whatever. And thank you, y'all. Thank you for everyone. CM, Renee, Auntie Momo, love y'all. JW, Dominique. Y'all always show up. Thank you. Love it. Love it. It's only get better. It's only get better, y'all. And stuff. So stay tuned for her channel. We will do Auntie Momo. Then my Instagram. Watch along. Yes. This coming Wednesday, we probably do Mr. Social Corner. Put a ring on it. We'll have her Potomac. I got watched last weekend this week, so I'm gonna see how that goes. Everything and the encore. It's the finale this Wednesday. So that's what I was thinking. I don't know. Maybe I should do the Mr. Social Corner tomorrow and leave the Wednesday a watch along to the finale. If y'all want to do that.
Yeah.
It's the encore. So that
seems like a good idea.
Yeah, do that. So that way we'll be it's like that. Because I will be home. I ain't going nowhere tomorrow. So we probably do that.
You sure? Because you've been out in these streets lately. You sure?
Yes, I'm there on the way. I ain't gonna. I just have my little rest. So let's see. We do that. Let's see. We probably do a little mini social media corner for an hour or two, and discuss. Put a ring on it. Potomac and Family Fiance.
Discuss sleeping with somebody who you know got a significant other.
Oh. That's what I'm saying. No, knowingly got
knowingly, but knowingly.
So be safe, y'all. Love y'all. Catch my Instagram. I'll watch along. And just go be there. If y'all follow me, yeah, there's an Instagram. Let y'all know I get on live. And I'm saying tonight, on this Instagram channel, don't miss it. And Lord, I'm ready. Getting current for the tea. Yes, get the tea ready. Get the crumpets, y'all. Get the crumpets. Yes, I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. All right, let's get ourselves ready. Get a little rest before Jocelyn come on, because we about to go off on Jocelyn and Ballistic, y'all. So we about to do it like my day, baby. Do it like my day. All right, go to the outro. See y'all. See y'all. Stay to my Instagram. Follow my Instagram, y'all. Peace.